it's 100% that one. I guess we got a lot of people who aren't cool because somebody can see Jedi. And if you hadn't seen Jedi, make sure you're checking them out, talking about Fortnite skins. Apparently, we're trying to hit a new demographic here on Renovision, and somebody misspelled Fortnite in the title. I don't know who that could possibly have been, but obviously I don't play the game, so I don't what the fuck. Thank you for correcting us, young kid, about how he was very nice about it. He's like, hey, just want to let you guys know you don't know how to spell Fortnite. Yeah. Thanks, bud. Thanks. No, it's cool. Hey, watch the show. Who cares? It worked. Okay. Oh shit, man. I think everybody I've talked to has had a long week. All right. We all on the show's had a long week, except for Wayseeker. He hasn't said anything, which he might have ran over Santa Claus on his ride home, so he's probably happy. But the rest of us have had a long week. We really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're having a long week, we're going to try to make it a little bit entertaining, a little bit of fun. We are heading out to Baltimore, some of us, next week. And we're going to leave it in the hands of Jedi and Wayseeker to keep this channel running. And maybe Kyle?
Great decision.
We need a raise.
Maybe Kyle? I don't know. Yeah. So
this
that's
week
really cool.
We also found out that Marco really can't read. So he's not reviewing anything this week because he can't read.
Oh my god, dude! So, you know what? We'll talk about it, but so we got a lot of cool stuff. We're gonna obviously review our comics, do the FOC, do the next week, and everything like that. We're gonna get you the Ahsoka review that you've all been waiting for. Thank you for all the positive comments on that. We try not to be really negative with that review. We just try to be realistic. Jedi's got his notes. I talked to a couple normies. We'll talk about that. We'll get all into that type of stuff. I really do appreciate y'all watching it. We'll section that out for you. Then I was going to try to read a certain point of view, the Max Rebo story. Dom and Wayseeker continuously try to ruin it because I could not get the book. Yes, I went. We'll talk about it, but if you know me, and we'll say hi to the chat, then we'll get into it. But I try to shop locally, and unfortunately, there was no local shopping for that book. So there you go. We'll also cover you with a little bit. You know, we kind of teased this for a little bit. We have a sleeper book that, if you're just interested, it's not expensive. We don't care, but we want to ask a question about it. Say, this might be a sleeper book. And then we have, if you're going to be honest and truthful with us, we're going to see. We're going to tell you, don't go out, and we're going to actually suggest a book you might want to look at. And not for any reason, but if you guys go and do what you normally do, like that one time when we were on the internet looking at prices and stuff, and you bought them all out, we'll never do it again, just to let you know. So we go through that. We got some toys. We got the whole big thing. We got news, of course, but before we do all that, is Kingdom of Nerds first here? 1:13 p.m.
Yep.
Is that the first? Nerds. Bruce, what the? Where? What are you doing, Bruce? By the way, check Bruce out. He's, huh?
Trying to beat everybody out.
He did. Rock on, my friend. Bruce and Sticks. Technically, they're coming to Baltimore, so I mean, they do run this channel. I don't know what you guys are all going to do without them, because if without those two, that is the talent. GT Comics. Hello, thumbs up. GT, good to see you. Thumbs up, my friend. He was at 247. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, GT. They're coming for you, bud. Hey, they are coming for you. Get ready. You gotta wake up earlier. You might have to wake up on Saturday.
SW Star. Man to be the man.
Yeah. What you got to do is actually Friday. You have to get the chatter by Friday and say hello to everybody for Sunday.
Dude, everybody's coming after him, dude. I don't know why. Ruben, what's good? SW Sundays, Star Wars Sundays with the best crew. Does it get any better? I mean, if you were here, it might. Tommy, my man, what's good? Good evening, my fellow Star Wars nerds. Let's have some fun with the Dark Side crew. I gotta say this before anything else. No spoiler alert, but probably the most consistent and best part of Ahsoka has got to be Chopper. Yes. Okay. Yep. I'm glad everybody agrees with me. Okay. There we go. Sunday night is Star Wars night. Have a great show, gents. Vader Prime. Thank you, Vader Prime. GT's laughing. My man, Comic Andy. It was good. Sorry, conversation with you was so short. Wish we could hook up to go to Baltimore together. But what's up? What's good, y'all? What's good? Astro Yo-Yo, what's good? Renovisionaries, pound to you too. Can you smell what Ahsoka is cooking? Hell yeah, I guess. I don't know. Jeffrey Drake, hello all. There's a conversation about Ahsoka going on. Joe has got, what is that? Hams beer. What's up, gents? Sunday Fun Day? I guess that would be a beer. I don't know that beer. All beer I know is High Life, and Natty Light Ice in the 40-ouncer. What's going on, everyone? Wookiee Fodder 8er, what's good? Kingdom. Hello. What's up? Hello. Jeffrey Drake, hello, Wookiee. Bruce, blah, blah, blah. AOA telling everybody sub. AOA saying hi to everybody. Everybody saying follow everybody. What is it? Yeah, Comic Man Andy too. There you go. I like Comic Man Andy. Eric Hurd, I just saw your text. I was watching that game. I don't know about you, but for some reason the broadcast is in Spanish, but just the broadcast. And if you heard at the beginning of it, they started playing like somebody was like listening to Metallica on their like phone or something, and it was playing during the ABC live broadcast. Like you could make out, was it Enter Sandman? I don't know Metallica that well. Whatever song it was playing at the beginning of that broadcast, which is kind of funny. You know they're going to sue them faster than they sued Napster. So, BK, what's good? I heard Jedi wants to show renamed to Jedi Star Wars review because he's in the Ahsoka show. Did you say that, Jedi?
Yes.
Just because you're in Ahsoka doesn't mean you get to take over this show, buddy. All right. Yeah. Did Marco mistake the? No. Jeffrey, I did not. There's that a no. You want me to turn up the volume? You can hear it. It's Spanish coming off of ABC right now. Hello, good people. Cosmic One, hello. Thank you for the kind words. Oh God. Her 90-year-old. Yes, I mean for how old you are, I'm surprised how spry you are. It's very interesting. John's back. Oh look, it's Jedi. John, he's got a picture of you. Or Jedi, John's got a picture of you. Strikingly, if you take off the glasses, that's you, right?
I know it is.
Take off the glasses.
It is. They dyed your hair. That's why you would show your hair for a while. Oh, it's him. All right. Yeah. Is this show on? I'm drinking and watching football. Hey, John, tell me if that broadcast started off in Spanish and still in Spanish. No, I don't drink and I watch the show. No, okay. Mm-hmm. Lars gonna sue. Yeah, Lars is gonna sue the shit. Is it NBC or ABC? Whoever it is, he's suing the fucking shit out of them. Ed saying hi for the algorithm. Hey Ed, what's going on?
Better not be ABC or Marco's gonna be losing money.
Yeah.
Hey, Bailey Johnson.
What goes down comes back up eventually. I think it is ABC.
So.
I think it is ABC. They're gonna get sued. They're gonna get sued, man. Those fucking punk ass bitches at Metallica, man. They're fucking. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so we already told you the rundown. We started that early. I needed us as a show to get into the right spot. So thanks for sticking through it with first all. We've got anybody want to add something? Jedi? Nothing?
No, I'm gonna have plenty to say later. So
is Renovision getting residual checks for you for loaning you out to Lucasfilms or no?
No, he has his own contract.
I thought we were your agent though.
There's a word for what I'm doing, and it's called moonlighting, and I try to keep it.
Well, we might be Metallica. We might be suing too here now. All right, let's get to news. Wayseeker, what do we got?
We got some weak news this week. So
big surprise.
Well, a lot of Ahsoka heavy. So there might be some spoilers. If you don't want to touch them, we can wait till later or whatever. But the big one right off the bat is the big claims this week was that nobody was watching Ahsoka, wasn't doing well, whatever. So Disney just came out and said, y'all are wrong. And the first 2 episodes had 14 million views worldwide during the first week. And they clarified what a view was. A view is people who watched it for the entirety of the show. So if you watched it for 2 minutes, that's not a view.
Oh, that's interesting. This is a very interesting thing because if you follow any advertising news, or if you follow the Nielsen ratings, or if you follow anything like that, big information came out that Amazon, the devil that it is now trying to get the Nielsen ratings to qualify and quantitate their views. And if you know anything about their views, it doesn't matter if it's 2 seconds or it's 10 hours. They consider it a view. It doesn't matter if it's embedded or not. We're not going to get to all the deep stuff that they use, but they're actually trying to use that to up their case. It's pretty much to buy sport contracts for viewership. So this is funny that they're considering this a full view. I wonder if this is going to be the new standard for TV viewing. But I will also say this. The first show for 2 weeks might have been watched, but it was really a struggle for some people to watch week 3. I did have a lot of people who were casuals or normies who really asked a lot of questions. I don't know how many people besides outside of the regular Star Wars nerdom you guys talk to, but they had a lot of questions, and a lot of the answers to the questions were like, nope, that's what that was supposed to be. And they're like, oh, well, And that's never good when the audience is saying, well, So I don't know what your daughter thought about it, Wayseeker, or any of your friends, but hey, what's up, Chef? We'll see what week 3 and 4 goes.
But that's an impressive number, and that this is a high number for them. So I think Disney wanted to just clear the air and say,
another thing too is it's the time slot, the time 9 o'clock. They dropped them early.
Well, I think it was because they dropped the double also.
Yeah. Also the double, and I also the time. I know a lot of people who actually watched it because it's on at 9 o'clock and not 3 in the morning, and then because once it comes at 3 in the morning, they take their time for some reason. But prime time at 9 o'clock, a lot of people were very excited.
Hey, but Dom, here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's only prime time at 9 o'clock on the East Coast.
True.
Because when you get on the West Coast, isn't it like dinner time?
6 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Look, I like it. I don't want to change it. I enjoy it a lot better. Watching it at 9 o'clock, it's a time where I can sit down and take a half an hour to watch it. I enjoy that. I think it's great. I think they should keep it that. And by the way, if it's back-to-back issues, back-to-back episodes, an hour long, getting you 14 million views. 14 million. Wait, is that 14 million views per episode?
No.
Or is that total? So it's 7 per episode. All right. Still strong. Still strong.
It is strong. So it was good to see.
Kenny Bishop says it's all lies. Okay.
Yeah, everybody says it's lies, but hey.
Sure.
Disney's not coming out with a number and it not being true because Disney never comes out with a new number. But
yeah, I like the time too. It is on par with Andor. That's cool.
Yeah. So one of the interesting articles this week talked about how Ahsoka's reframing.
Go ahead.
And so what their question was, is Ahsoka really reinventing what a Jedi can be with the Ahsoka-Sabine relationship? Or is it really getting back to George Lucas's original understanding of how the Force was intended to work?
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck
so
off to this.
I thought this was a really good article.
No, bullshit. Fuck off. Fuck this article. Fuck you for saying it. Fuck this. This is stupid as fuck, and it's bullshit.
No, it's not. Because they
fuck off.
They put in about 10 quotes from Lucas, which said this exactly.
Yeah, Lucas. Wait, hold on. So Lucas didn't know what the fuck he was talking about while he was out trying to raise money, which is what everybody's been saying for 100 fucking years, because he doesn't actually know the finer points. He'd only give 5 pages. Yeah. Oh, holy shit. Oh my God, really? That's what we're doing.
Isn't it kind of semantics in a way? Because wasn't Lucas's thing, everybody has the Force, but certain people are able to tap into it?
No, this is where, if you read the article,
kind of
Lucas said
thing.
Anybody can tap into the Force as long as they practice it. And he
except for he was also, hold on, when he had the hell.
That's like saying Dom can dunk a basketball as long as he practices enough.
I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah, I can dunk a basketball.
Wayseeker, you know.
Lucas's quotes from this article.
Lucas fucking changes shit as much as the wind fucking blows, because they're right here, AOA. Midichlorian count. That was also fucking Lucas.
All right, here's quote 1. There's a couple quotes.
I don't care about the quotes.
You
don't care about the quotes. This is staying up. Hey, this is Wayseeker. This is here. I'm moving Dom, and I'm literally not looking at your face because I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave this here.
Really, a way of feeling.
Midichlorian counts.
Way of being with life.
Midichlorian counts.
Is a perception of reality that exists around us. You have to come and learn it. It is not something you just get. It takes many, many years. However, anyone who studies and work hard can learn it. That's a quote there.
Oh, I must have missed all those years. Ray was
some people have it more than others. Like
he returns.
Anakin had 27,000.
Anybody can do it. It's just the Jedi.
I don't know what Wayseeker's doing. I don't know what he's doing here.
No, listen.
He's trying to troll everybody. Are you trying to ruin this show before we get here?
The Force. This is a quote. The Force is like yoga.
Hey, Wayseeker, listen to me. No matter what you say, nobody believes this shit because of this right here.
The ones that really want to do it are the ones who are into that kind of
Wayseeker, telling us that Lucas doesn't know what he's talking about
He repeats it over and over 20 years. It's a constant theme. Anyone has
It's
the Force.
hey, you know what was a constant theme too?
Hey.
But that was a constant theme. You know what constant theme was? Being born with the Force.
But he talks about the midichlorians. Here's another quote. Midichlorians. Everybody has midichlorians. It's not just the Jedi. We all have the Force within us, and we can all do what the Jedi can do, but we are not trained.
How? Let me ask you a question. Hold on now. Okay, here we go. Here's my counter. How much in the first let's give it all 50 years. How much of the storytelling of the Force and telling people how the Force and making up how the Force works, how much of it did Lucas actually write and have input in? Not very much. The fucking shit that he did was add midichlorian counts, which was fucking stupid and horrible. He says whatever you're fucking that nobody just listened to, because I definitely wasn't listening. Dom, did you listen to a fucking word Wayseeker said? Nope. Jedi, were you listening while he was saying that? Nope. So like I'm just saying he's never wrote a book. He's never wrote a single novel before. He didn't write most of his own movies, especially the first two.
He did write the script of
yeah. Huh?
I mean, Dom is like all about Lucas. If they just give it back to Lucas, what I think this article is really
I know what you're doing here. You're setting up a troll for that. I get that, but you're taking it too far.
Going back to Lucas's original vision. That's what's happening.
It's not, dude. Lucas's original vision was to steal Dune, and he didn't get it done. Thank God, because he wouldn't have done a good job with it. So let's not go to Lucas's original vision. You're on the wrong track with that one.
I don't think I am. I don't.
You're 100%.
You might not like that, but this has been a constant theme within Lucas.
Yeah. Well, hold on though. Then what about? Hold on. What about this one? So how come for all those years you had to go out there and choose which one was strong in the Force? Literally what they say.
That's what the Jedi
Padawan.
I get that.
Hey, what? Wait, hold on. We read the definition of Star Wars from Star Wars. What they said a Padawan was, and it was a young person strong in the Force.
But this is like anybody can do it. Not everybody takes the time to. They only recruit.
How does a baby? They recruit babies.
Did you not see Ahsoka jumping on a tiger?
They recruit. Hold on. No. Hold on, Wayseeker. I don't know. I don't actually believe you have a real kid because all the stuff you say is not what kids like. Oh, they hate Santa Claus. They fucking like that stupid blue fucking stuffy bear thing. None of the shit you say makes any sense about kids. So I'm not actually. I think you have an AI kid. What was the little fucking the kid that could see ghosts and they made him an AI in that movie? I think that's you. Here, what baby practices anything? You can't practice the Force when you're shitting your pants every fucking hour, dude.
Well, you're shitting your pants. That's part of the Force too.
Oh my God, Tom. Good call.
I tried to practice the Force and then I shit my pants.
There's an interesting article because it had some really fascinating quotes, and I do think
it absolutely did not. It was gobbledygook. You know what it was? It was a bunch of this. It really was. It was this and nonsense.
Just because they're actually quotes from Lucas. I know you don't like George Lucas's in general.
Yeah, I think he's probably one of the worst things in Star Wars.
Yeah,
he really is. If you like Empire Strikes Back, if you think Empire Strikes Back is the best movie, that's the one property in Star Wars that Lucas has had the least amount of his fingertips on. So if you think that Empire is the best, then you don't particularly like George Lucas. That's a known fact. Lucas admitted it for a bunch. He also said for a bunch of years, yeah, it didn't have much to do with that movie because I was raising funds. Then all of a sudden, it became the most popular movie. It's like, I was all in there. That's all my idea. I did everything there. Lucas flips and flops more than anybody else. I don't hate George Lucas, but George Lucas will say whatever the fuck he wants to say just so he can look important. That's it. Dude, it came out. His ex-wife fucking threw him down the hole and said, bitch, you didn't even fucking, for years he was like, oh, I edited all this. And she came out and was like, what part did you edit? If you looked at their divorce, she called him out and she was doing all the edit work. He didn't even do the fucking production and edit work on it. And that was in court. It came out in court. So you're saying that Lucas says this? Yeah. 2 tears in a bucket. This article and him can go fuck it. Let's go. Next one. I heard what you said. I'm saying next article.
So much, so it's not surprising that Filoni's taking it that way.
There we go. Next article. Let's go.
All right. So this one was also fascinating. There's an article where she comes out and the actor that plays Morgan Elsbeth comes out and talks about why a Night Sister is working for the Empire. And basically, she talked about the themes from the Thrawn Ascendancy. About how Thrawn was sent to infiltrate the Empire and get people on the Empire side, and how she's not loyal to the Empire, she's loyal to Thrawn. And it really does seem
that's
like
the truth,
she's picking up on some of those themes from those 3 books and incorporating it into how she understands this character.
the new novels. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that's the route. I saw a little bit of it this episode, but I also saw some other shit that was. We'll get into we'll get into it.
But it is an interesting point because I mean the Night Sisters hate the Empire. So what is she doing working for the Empire?
Yeah, I mean they killed them all.
Yeah. So it was a fascinating article. It was the week news. Mary Elizabeth Winstead came out and talked about all the things that was her homework from Dave, and so she listed Rebels episodes that she had.
That's
to watch
what she looks like in real life.
Beforehand.
Yeah.
They gotta fucking redo Hera. She looks so fucking weird. I would never think that young lady is very stunning. She's very stunning. Like if you want to know what my wife and the women in my life look like, that's kind of it. That Hera looks jack shit like that. It looks like they just put on so much like prosthetic paint. It's what the fuck? What the fuck? But like caked it so they didn't even give her any facial features. What is going on here? What the fuck is going on here? I thought this lady just had like some weird round face. Like no, like you see those people with like weird round faces and shit. And you're like, what the fuck happened to you? Like tough birth, I guess, because they just rounded you out or something. You might even wear one of them helmets when you were a kid or some shit. The full ones.
Maybe when they put on her thing, it pushes her face and makes her face different because it's tied around the head.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What? She actually does a good job, though. Her acting's actually good, at least.
She's good. She's
good, but they need to make her look better. You can't do her dirty like this.
I mean, and she clearly did her homework. She talked about all the things that she had to watch. She didn't have to read the book. That wasn't on Filoni's, things that she had to do. But she had about a dozen episodes of Rebels that she had to really clearly watch and take in for her role. So, that was good to see at least.
I think.
Hey, you can't. Yeah, I mean, hey, Johnson does have a round head, man. I ain't gonna look. I mean, I don't know why you're calling him that. The way you look, BK, I wouldn't be making fun of anybody. But hey, I mean, it is. Go ahead, Jedi. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, for whatever reason, they need to contour her cheeks a little more.
That's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
I think she'd be closer to looking Hera. Yeah.
Or at least not looking so like shitty cosplay. You know what I mean? I guarantee you, dude, we're gonna go con, and we might even in Baltimore. If I see a Hera in Baltimore, if I see him, I'm taking pictures and flat out we're ranking them, and I guarantee you they're going to be better than this because I've seen a Hera before cosplay in Detroit.
Hera's a different shade of green. They're off on the shade of green too.
Not just that, but it's almost like it's almost like they just took like clay and put it on her face, so there's no facial sculpting at all, and then painted it with highlighter green. Which is just, man. Yeah, that too.
The Buffy guy.
If your mom keeps telling you so, BK, that's good for her, but that ain't the truth, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, I gotta get my punches into him.
So this one's to Dom Loves, but everybody in the world that's in these websites, the people that follow rumors, the only thing they're talking about is Marrok. So Marrok's real identity is still being argued and debated, and nobody thinks it's Marrok. So now they're thinking it's some clone that a Night Sister resurrected. That's one of these theories now because she's a Night Sister. So she brought somebody back from the dead using her Night Sister magic. Well, you still got people claiming.
Dude, how funny would that be if it's Darth fucking Maul, dude? I would fucking die. I would just fucking die of laughter at how stupid that would fucking be.
Well, apparently, she's supposed to be resurrecting some stormtroopers, so we'll see how that happens. But apparently, you're gonna find out his identity next episode. Maybe he's gonna get killed. It's over.
He's gonna die. Yeah.
What episode is it for? How many is there? 8 or 6?
8.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen next. I think Ahsoka's going to get her ass kicked next episode.
I think you're right.
Her Sabine. Well, Sabine we already know. Yeah, Sabine probably will, or both.
But
yeah, Dom, what did you hear on the streets, Dom? Let us know.
No, I heard that
she's going to resurrect. We're going to have zombie.
They said it's Kanan. Also, I heard that it could be.
Okay.
It could be Sabine's brother.
Kanan blew up the fucking shit. Kanan blew up the shit.
Could you imagine how bad? I'm done.
Because where was the freaking Sabine's mother and family defending Mandalore?
Could you imagine?
They die in the Purge. So we're talking about that. But I'm still going with Starkiller.
It's definitely not Starkiller because, as I put in the chat, we found out who Starkiller voiced.
Yeah,
it's the fucking low cat, guys.
Well,
he voiced the low cat.
Did you hear in the first episode of Ahsoka when she was in the temple? You heard Maul's voice very silently.
No. But he did voice the low cat.
They said that could be because think about it, the son of Mortis. Apparently, you know,
Dob.
Listen,
he voiced the low cat.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. But apparently, the son of Mortis in the Clone Wars was voiced by Sam too.
Yes, it was. It was.
So they heard the voice very slightly when Ahsoka was in the temple, opening up the thing to get the sphere. So,
what? Raise your hand if you heard that.
Go to like the.
So you didn't even hear it, Dom. Nobody heard that.
I sent it to you. I sent you the thing that.
All I know, yeah, but way before that, I said, "Hey, listen."
Something from somebody who I refuse to watch. Refuse.
I don't know who you sent
from. I am not watching some of that stuff that you sent in there because
but it was definitely the low cat. Hey, I'll put it on this. Hey, little dollar bet. I got a dollar bet, Dom. If it comes out that he was the low cat, I'll send you $1. If it doesn't, you can keep $1. Okay, all right, but it's the low cat. Okay,
but also, this speaks, I think, a lot to why people are frustrated with Ahsoka. They were expecting all these crazy rumors. They wanted all these things, these cameos to come in there. And so far, Filoni has really kept it tight, where all the cameos have made sense
in non-canon.
I don't know, John.
And so I think people are upset because they expected the Wild Wild West with Filoni, and it hasn't happened yet. And so nobody has anybody to talk about. And so this is the only thing they have left to talk about is this stupid character. The
problem with it was, and we know this from those type of sites, they didn't start the woke Disney train fast enough. If they would have done that on Ahsoka early on, I think they were worried about the backlash because I think they couldn't, because so many people like Ahsoka. I don't think they could use that ploy, you know what I mean, for like clickbait and shit. So since they didn't start that, they have to figure out a way now to get clicks because their views are fucking down. All the people that Dom loves and watches, their views are down. Go look at what they are when they do Disney. Catherine Kennedy is making everybody a woke chick that can beat everybody up. Does great numbers. Did great during Obi-Wan. It does great during all of them. They fucking lost it on Andor. They didn't have shit there. They started losing number, but they figured Ahsoka was going to keep them through. They didn't start that. They should have. If I was that type of fucking like, if I was Doom Cock Megs, I would have been like, dude. I mean, like, come on. You got Ahsoka, like, it's going to be all female cast, blah, 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 you know, wokeness, the whole bullshit, right? Say all that bullshit, you know, get all the old men fucking teed up, rock and roll, bro. And they would have had it, but they don't. So now all they got to keep trying to cover is this is somebody. They don't know Star Wars good enough to fucking figure out who it could be. So now they're filling it with Starkiller, who fucking, it's 100% not. And like, you know, I mean,
it'll turn out to be somebody. We don't even really lose respect. It could be somebody, a non-person.
It's not going to be anybody.
It's like nobody.
Did you just hear what Wayseeker said? Dave has gone away from that because that was one of the biggest criticisms was that he was over putting in people and trying to force them in. He finally fucking listened to it. It looks like.
So what about the? I don't care. I'm more interested. I'm not interested in this dude hardly at all. I'm more interested in Baylan.
Yeah, Baylan's sweet.
Baylan, I mean, because I've been reading stuff here and there. I don't know if this is the same stuff Dom reads or not. About Baylan is like Qui-Gon, one of Qui-Gon's early Padawan, stuff like that. So I'm kind of interested as to where they're going to trace Baylan back to his origin.
Jeez. I want to see Chopper do more war crimes. I think it does. You know what? This is where I agree with Dom. the acting's been so bad with the Ahsoka and Sabine storyline that I just wish, unfortunately, the guy's dead because I wish he would go and for the last 2 episodes pull a Dom, which is impossible, but be all backstory about Balin because Balin is cool as shit. Jedi, you should submit yourself to be a stand-in, and they could fucking whatever they did with Luke Skywalker's face, you could do that. We could get the Balin story because Balin seems.
We need more Balin. That's all I'm saying. We need to.
Yeah, I agree.
He needs his own show.
You get a
I think he'll get a book.
I think a comic book, a book.
We are. We're good. No, we're gonna get a novel. We're getting a novel.
We'll get a novel from it. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be, and it's gonna probably be just like the one like what's his name in fucking you know what I'm talking about. The Dark Disciples. You know, it'll probably be something similar to that, which will be really nice. And the sad part, I guess, about it is like I think the keynote. We'll talk about it during the show. Talk about it during the review. Go ahead.
Again, Dom, your hopes are gonna get smashed when they reveal who this character is because it's not gonna be anybody.
I would, yeah, I'd watch Jedi Johnson. I would too, yes.
Yep, me too. All right, so this guy started talking again.
Joe,
include it, but we had no news this week, so I had to include it. If we had anything else, so I put this in there. But Liam Neeson went out and he slammed Star Wars, and again he said the people that watch it and follow it, it's like you're in a cult. So he called us all members of a cult.
I thought that was
you mean like
interview? That's a different interview. He did?
Fandom?
Yeah, he did
like
a new interview this week, and talking about Star Wars and how much he hates
This is the fucking guy. What taking is he on now?
47 probably.
Yeah,
okay.
Was it called Reputation? Something with the bomb in the car. The new movie that's coming out.
I think I like this guy less than I like Freddie Prinze Jr., and that's really hard to do.
Yeah, at least Freddie Prinze could say he was drunk when he was saying his shit. Yeah, this guy's just a shitbag.
Is Marrok.
I have a certain special skills that nobody believes because I'm 90 years old, but I will come and create shitty fucking movies and then shit on Star Wars because I wasn't good in it anyway.
I'm glad he got cut in half and didn't come back as the only one that actually died from a lightsaber.
Yeah. Still sorry about that lightsaber death. Hey, can I ask you a serious question though? Like, I really don't know the answer to this because I really wanted to rip him, but the only thing I can think is that he's been like 60 Taken movies and I've only watched one of them. What the fuck else has he ever been in? Has he been in anything else besides Star Wars and fucking Taken?
No, you don't make me laugh.
So the answer's no. Okay, all right.
He's been in a lot of movies, but they're all kind of the same storyline.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the movie The Wolf. He was a wolf. When he fought the wolves.
Yeah.
Huh?
They crash land in this. They crash land somewhere.
The Gray or something like that.
Gray, and he was fighting some wolves. Yeah.
I totally believe this is accurate.
I agree.
1800s.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? All right, well,
you don't mind.
Hey, no, we need to. You know how people get death polls? You know how people get death polls? We need to start a Star Wars poll of at what, like how far, like 1 year, 5 year, 6 year, 10 year, like, and you got to try to call what month in what year he's going to say in a statement. You know, I'd reconsider going.
Well, I think if you keep track, right? If you keep track of like the actors that Star Wars kind of leaves behind. Your Prince Juniors, your Liam Neesons, your dude, what's his? I can't think of his name right now. The guy that plays Finn, all these actors,
O'Day or whatever.
You can kind of keep track of. Okay, Star Wars leaves them behind, and those are usually the people that have bad stuff to say about Star Wars.
Yeah,
but all of them at one point say, "I would go back for a bag." So I mean, we just gotta. Maybe that will be the game we'll play. We'll set it up. Somebody, if you guys want to play a game, that's a game I would be willing to play. At what point does William Neeson? You just have to get it. We'll do it like you get a quarter. So we'll do you get a quarter of the year. So like let's say you could take 2025 quarter number 2.
I will go.
I think I saw part of this interview though.
I will go fall of 2026. That's my quarter.
Nice. Go ahead, Jedi. What'd you say?
I was gonna say I think I saw part of this interview, but I thought it was the older interview when I saw it. But they also asked him about I don't know if they asked him or he brought it up about kind of redoing Qui-Gon in the Obi-Wan series as the Ghost. And instead of, if I remember what he said, he goes, "Oh, it was really great seeing what's his name, Ethan again, or
Ian McGregor,
Ian. Sorry, Ian. he didn't really say anything about it was great to be in the movies or it was great to do this. It was all like, oh, it was great to see Ian again. It was awesome. I really enjoyed seeing him again. So it's like, yeah, fuck Star Wars. I only did it so I could see Ian again. That's the only reason I did it.
Well, it's kind of like Harrison Ford.
Bullshit.
Harrison Ford, they asked him about being the Force Ghost. He goes, I don't know what the fuck that is. He goes, "We're
Harrison
Force
Ford
Ghost."
isn't. He's not an idiot. He would never say something stupid like this.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't ever say
doesn't
something.
care about like.
But this reminds me of William Shatner when he did the Saturday Night Live skit. He was like, "Grow up." He goes, when he was in the con, telling people, "Grow up." He goes, "You guys are overgrown, this and that." He kind of reminds me when he was saying that in this is a cult. Grow up, get a life. You know?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, the guy's whole career is made off of fucking nerds sucking his nuts. I don't think he should be telling anybody to grow up. That's his whole paycheck. William Shatner's the like little dude, right? That was in Boston Legal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Captain Kirk.
I don't know who that is.
You know what that is.
all right. I put this in here because so Marco can actually go and get this book because he knows he has to read it. So he should go on Tuesday to Barnes and Noble and pick up Tales of Light and Life because there is a exclusive story that only the Barnes and Noble version
Apparently, we promoted Tales from the Jedi so well that the 9 copies they ordered on Tuesday was sold out on Wednesday.
That's why you go on Tuesday. And this time
Hey,
you go on
some
Tuesday.
of us work for a living, so we just can't drive 30 miles to the nearest Barnes and fucking Nobles to go buy a book, Waysinger. Not all of us have all day to do that shit.
Imagine living in a state where you have to drive 30 miles to get to Barnes and Noble.
Jeez.
Oh, dude. Well, they closed like 90 of them down. There's
I
like a
got
Books and
two.
Millions.
I got 2 Barnes and Nobles.
It's not that bad. It's not. You know what it is? It's not that. It's that they're literally our governor decided to run on fix the roads. So then she decided to fix every fucking road at the same time. So every expressway shut down. Every fucking road is shut the fuck down. So like Barnes and Nobles it's like, I don't know, fucking 15 miles away. Well, I live on the lake, so it's more because you have to drive around all the lakes. But like, it's 15 miles away, but now all the roads are fucking closed. So instead of being like a 30-minute drive, it's an hour.
Take your boat there.
You can't take it. The whole state's not a fucking lake, bro. It's not a fucking lake.
So anyway, the audiobook will only have 9 chapters for Jedi. He will miss out on that one book. There's
still trying to finish up the last 3 novels y'all have read.
This one, there's exclusive story. This will have, I think it's 3 stories from phase 1.
Oh, yeah, TJ Hooker. That's right. He was TJ
3
Hooker.
stories from phase 2, 3 stories from phase 1, and 3 stories that take place after phase 2, but before phase 3. And then it has the exclusive story, which I think also takes place in phase 1. So I don't know. We'll read these. This would be a good thing for you to read while you're flying to Baltimore. Get it.
I'm not flying this year. I have to.
No.
I have some business to attend to. I have to pick up some collections and stuff.
No.
So
get the audiobook and listen to 9 of them then.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Can you buy? You can't buy them in CDs anymore.
No, you just. Why would you buy a CD?
That's how I listen to audiobooks on CDs.
You can't listen to them on Audible? Oh, it's Amazon. Sorry.
I don't buy it on Amazon. I'd have to bootleg that, and I'm not sure the fucking Platinum EL will be fucking rolling with bootleg shit out of it. I'm not sure I'm willing to do that because I don't want them fucking confiscating my whip. I don't live in Camino. James, don't listen to this asshole. I don't have lakes all the way around. I live on a lake, and it's of a chain of lakes. There's like 2 major lakes. There's 2 major rivers that go through Michigan. One is the Rouge, and one is the Huron. And I live in an area where the Rouge and the Huron are pretty close. Grand River too, but like it's mainly the Rouge. So,
anyway, make sure you pick up this book. This one I think will be one of the more interesting ones from
okay, but would you? Hey, be honest with me. If I told you that you go to Barnes and Nobles and they ordered 9 of that Tales of the Jedi, right? And would you, from a certain point of view, would you think that at least there'd be 1 or 2 left?
Oh yeah,
by Wednesday.
I mean,
they sold 9, bro. That's not including.
If you go back tomorrow, you might see like 8 of them have returned the books.
No, there's some good stories in there.
No, I mean, like, hey, dude, you got to give him props.
Like the Boba Fett story.
And this is the secondary problem. Target's not rolling out that. Well, I think part of the problem is this: Target's not rolling out that book till next week. So like maybe if people were gonna go to Target, they end up going to Barnes and Nobles to get it. I don't know, but like,
yeah,
that's I think kind of it. And then my LCS has just fucking given up on life, and they've quit ordering fucking anything that anybody fucking wants. So good fucking luck to that.
no,
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's there. Pick it up this week. Get the Barnes and Noble exclusive, so you get that 10th story.
Tiger Fett, holy shit, he's right. William Neeson was in Schindler's List. Wasn't he Schindler?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So these are some motorcycle helmets that came out this or announced this week. Marrok announced 3 of them. I only put 2 of them up here. There is a Boba Fett helmet, there's a Darth Vader helmet, and there's a Stormtrooper helmet. I actually think the Darth Vader helmet looks really sweet.
I think both look
I wouldn't exactly know it was Darth Vader until I saw it, because you can see it.
Why didn't you put a
mouth?
picture of it then if it looks so sweet?
But
he did. Darth Vader's to the right, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the Vader? I thought that was the TIE fighter pilot.
No,
Looks
that's the
like a TIE
Vader.
fighter.
You can,
Oh, that's the Vader?
Yep.
How is that Vader?
Batman Begins.
Okay, I see the front now. I guess the front. Yeah, I get
You
it.
can see
That
it
doesn't
from the
look
front.
like Batman Begins, Ruben.
But I just like the
I guess
colors
it
and how it
brings
looks. So yeah, and then there's the Stormtrooper one. Is the third one? It's a white one.
How much? How much?
I didn't even look.
Yeah, you know what? I was already told I can't get the helmet.
How much
Good.
is it, Dom?
You don't have a
No,
motorcycle.
not true, not true. Dom, I think we got like I think we have donated. I can check the account, but I think we've got donated like $60 or something. So how much is this helmet?
Let me
Because the
look it
fans
up.
have donated money. All the money's going. If it's a Dom donation, it's going to you. I think after Apple took its cut, I think after Prime took its
That
cut,
helmet's
or
probably around $300 or
Yeah.
more. $350.
Easy. Don't
$350.
Yeah, motorcycle helmets are expensive.
Dude.
Helmets are not cheap. Not the good
I haven't
ones,
bought a
anyway.
helmet in a long time. I don't ride motorcycles anymore, so that stinks. That's kind of cool.
They are cool.
Cool.
They are retailing for $550.
Ooh,
Whoa, get the
Wow.
fuck. Nope, we're not getting. We need a lot more donos for that
There's a
one.
lot
no,
more
sorry,
donations
please.
out to get that.
Yeah.
$550,
Looking
I'll
good
take
on my
10 nickels,
Vespa.
dimes, quarters. Thank you.
and that is the week in Star Wars.
That
That
was
was a
a
very
week. That
low-
was a week in Star Wars. That was weak.
Yeah.
Star
Tom
Wars.
can wear that helmet on the subway.
All right. I know we did reviews of Ahsoka last week. First, we're going to go back to doing comics this week because it was a short Ahsoka thing. Or, yeah, let's do comics first. Add into the stream. Sticks is 62. He's, about that.
You know, I didn't get my books this week, so I didn't get none of these.
Well, good. You'd be fucking disappointed. So, Jesus Christ, this is bad.
I started trying to read this and then got like 3 pages into it and was like, no, I don't care.
It wasn't as bad as you think. So, the reason I said it's bad is because Dom expects everyone to be about Boba Fett. This ain't got shit to do with Boba Fett. And really, Jango Fett wasn't much in the story, or a big part of it. So Valance is still losing his memory, and that's the majority of this. That's what they're basing this bounty hunter book off, is Valance and his memory loss.
Yep.
So they're all like, hey, cool. Fett gave us the codes. Let's go to this planet. How does he know this planet? I don't know. Let's have a flashback. Jango, Kilgun, and Jango were on the thing, and Kilgun apparently is just a fucking moron who gets fucked. You know, he's not good at doing anything. So he gets shot or stabbed or something else. They're getting chased down. A lot of cool chooms and vroom, vroom, vrooms and pew, pew, booms in this, though. Cool little action there. We get a pew, pew, choo, 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 boo, boo, boo. He's like, hey, look, I have to go back to this planet where I'm from. I told him I'd never come there, but I'm going to go there anyway. So Kilgun's going to go there. In the meantime, he's like, but could we try someplace else? Fett goes, I got one more idea. He calls up the Comedians. I speak of that. And he goes, hey, look, dude, you owe me. And she's like, bitch, we paid you. And by the way, if you die, we're going to kill Boba Fett and you and anything you've ever been about. And that's going to be it. And he's like, all right, cool. Well, I'm not going to drop this guy here. So let's go. And I'm not going to die. So then they flash back to the crew. And the crew's like, what the shit is this? Because it's just like this abandoned, like half-assed station. Kind of like nowhere, which is kind of crazy. But why the fuck ever? They pull in. And all of a sudden, we have a flashback again. And it's Boba Fett going like, oh, here we are. And robots keep attacking it. Of course, this is part of the crossover. The robots are like, yo, dude, we were waiting for Ajax. What are you doing here? Then they flash forward to Valance, and the robot looks at him and goes, ooh, very good. We've helped organics before. Everybody else stays here, but we'll help the organic. And then they go back, flashback, and they said the same thing to Kilgun. Is like, we'll help that organic because apparently his family saved all these droids when they were starting the original like droid grotto type thing. So whatever. Fett takes off. They're like, yeah, come on, Balance. Let's go fuck you up. Everybody's just chilling here, saying stuff like the worst conversation ever. I think fucking Dranger says, what up, homie, or something. He says boring, just like this book. No, he does. At one point, he's like, this is boring. Or just says boring. Like, that's how fucking dumb it is. And then
this was so bad.
Yeah, there's a bunch of gobbledygook. Forlom and Zuckus, for some reason, start walking the hallways because apparently they thought that they could because they were told specifically not to. And then they've got all these droids behind them. And then all of a sudden we see that Kilgan actually isn't going to help out Valance. He's actually going to try to mind waste him. Which, by the way, we've been doing this for 2.5 years now, or 2 years, where we're all just trying to mind wipe fucking Valance. So here you go. They're still trying to mind wipe him. The end.
Dom, you said this was getting better.
Wait a minute.
What?
We trusted
Who
you,
is that?
Dom.
Who is that? Who is that? What's his name with his helmet off?
No, it's Kilgan. It's
No.
this guy that's on the first cover. On
that's the.
It's the guy that was in this ship with Boba Fett or Jango Fett.
Okay.
It's
He's,
also right
that's
there.
him. Oh.
Tara Kilgan or whatever.
Kingsland.
Nobody gives a shit.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Speaking of nobody
This
gives
book
a
was
shit.
better. This one coming
It
out.
was. Oh, this was the fucking highlight of the week, bro. The highlight of the week is garbage. It's called Hyperspace Stories number 8. Actually, it wasn't. It actually. Hold on. This was not garbage. I jumped to conclusions on this just because I was so mad at that last book. If this is actually how the characters were fucking written, this would have been a pretty good fucking movie, bro. Like, this would have been pretty good. So it's got this. The story revolves around fucking Kylo Ren and Hux and a little bit of Snoke, but not much. Snoke's like, hey, you fucking idiots got to go out there and do this. And Hux is like, that. He's like, shut your mouth. Nobody cares about your stormtroopers. Go do shit. And Kylo Ren pretty much doesn't talk in the beginning. He just like stares down motherfuckers, slam chokes bitches, is like, you guys are going to talk, I'm going to kill you. It's like, sounds like a badass. And it got to this point where I was reading this and I was going, holy shit. If in all of the first episode of the sequel, if they never show, whoa, Jedi hates it that much, huh? If they never show Kylo Ren's face, would that have not made those sequels better? Because I think it would have. I think if all he did was just like go around, say a couple words, almost like a Vader-esque type scenario, like he is in this book, and say a couple words and choke people out and just fucking disintegrate motherfuckers, I think it would have been really
The
good.
Conversation with Hux, I don't know if you put it with her going down the elevator or whatever.
I didn't, because there wasn't much. It was cool though. Yeah,
It was cool because like Hux is like, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. And he doesn't say a word in that whole panel. And you could just see like his presence changes Hux to be like, I really am scared with you. Okay, we'll do it your way. And he doesn't have to say one word, and all he does is just turn towards him.
That was so much better. And this,
art
I mean,
writing.
like that was like when you talk about Abrams, like that was the bad writing. He was having like little sissy pant boy go out there and throw temper tantrums, which and that the only thing that I could say is like they made him take, like I was thinking, Dom, about you, like when you're always about like don't take the mask off with the Mandalorians and how that worked well with what's his name and everything else. And I was like, I think because who was the guy that played Kylo Ren? Who was the little
Driver, Adam Driver.
Driver. Okay, so that little kid, I think because he's soft looking, you know what I mean? Like they thought they'd get a certain type of demographic to like it, and so they made him take his helmet off too early. Like if they would have left the helmet on Kylo Ren, and he just would have been they would have made him an actual badass instead of stabbing Han, because he could have still had the mask on, and that would have been like, think about the fucking reveal. If he's like talking to Han and he goes, son, could you just take your mask off? And he goes to start to take his mask off, and instead he hits his fucking lightsaber. And then in the next movie, when he's talking to Snoke and he's like, yeah, and he kills Snoke with the lightsaber, like that shit would have been fucking magic. That must be cool for a minute. I couldn't see it. That's funny. Anyways, so they go to this planet. They got to take it over. There's this monster eating red fucking trees. And Huck's like, what's up with that red tree? And a tree eating monster. And the guy's like, well, we got walls on the city because if it comes here, it'll destroy it. Huck's like, yeah, well, I got a plan. I mean, he telegraphs it. In the meantime, Kylo Ren's just like fucking mind reading people and going like, I'm going to go get this guy that we need to get. He goes out into the middle of the forest. There's a lot of chewing. They're trying to defend this dude and his family. The wife's a badass. She comes up and she fucking just kind of tries to crowbar him, and he throws her guy. He's like, listen, stop fucking around. I'm not going to kill you people. I just need this dude. So do you want me to kill your entire family or take this dude with me? Like, that's badass. Like, that would have been cool if that was the Kylo Ren in the movies. So they're like, okay, cool. And he's like, shut up and come with me. And he's like, okay, I will. He grabs him by the head. He's like, wait a minute. There's something in here. Now, this is the dumb shit part. There's something in here that's got the Force. It's that kid. He's like, no, it's not. I don't know. Let's get the fuck out of here.
It's
of
the
course,
doll.
the kid's holding that stupid ass doll.
It's the doll. The doll is a Force artifact.
Okay, once again, Wayseeker, it's stupid. Nobody fucking cares. It's stupid they keep putting it in here. It actually stopped the fucking storyline from being good because they literally stopped the fucking story. They stopped the fucking story for this stupid bear. Okay, all of a sudden, the fucking Huck releases the fucking monster. He's like, boom, boom. And he's like, my stormtroopers will take care of it. But he starts fucking up the stormtroopers. He's going to kill Hux, but then fucking Kylo Ren comes back. He's like, hey, he stops the monster. And he's like, here's the guy, dude. We took care of it. And Hux is like, yeah, fuck you. And he's like, say it again, and I'll fucking slice you in two and choke you out. Which would have been funny. Because, like, I mean, how cool of a callback would that have been if that's what he chokes him out, right? So then they get up there. Snook's like, nah, what's going on? And he's like, dude, I felt some Force shit. And then Snook pretty much, this is some bullshit. This is that fucking Lucas bullshit. Well, the Force could be everything. Like Wayseeker was saying, now since it can be everything, it can be a fucking doll. The doll must have practiced to have the fucking Force now. So the doll just practiced a little bit over the years, and now the doll is Force-sensitive doll. Yay! It's stupid. That ending was fucking dumb. That ruined it. But the rest of it was really good. I mean, it showed you how Kylo Ren could have fucking actually been halfway fucking decent. Those movies didn't have to be complete fucking trash.
Boy. Marrok is Broom Boy from the future.
That would have been funny. Yeah, all kids. No, not just all kids, Buffy guy. Now all stuffed animals have the fucking Force too. Just to let you know.
Well,
there you go.
No, it's not that it has the Force. It just has when somebody with Force sensitive has it, you can feel it through the thing. That's
no. In this book, they pretty much said the stuffy has the Force. It has the Force.
It's a Force artifact. There's something inside the stuffy. Let's be clear. It's not the stuffy. There's something hidden inside the stuffy.
No. Snooky McSnookbags here, Snooky, or whatever the fucking this New Jersey trash guy's name is, pretty much says all things can have the power of the Force in them. Inanimate objects, the air, the fucking chair, your poops, and stuffy dolls. There you go. The end.
Is that
It is
dude?
Force Chucky.
Is that the dude
That's
with the
exactly
ice cream
right.
maker?
John has
Vestige?
it right.
Yeah, that
We got 4 more of these books to figure out what that doll is about.
Nobody gives a shit what the doll's about.
I'm in this thing for eight comments. I want to know how it ends.
It's
I
actually
want to know what the doll is.
Here's the problem with it, Wayseeker. This was actually a sweet story. If they did, you gotta admit it.
No,
it took away from the story.
I get I didn't need the doll, but
yeah, it fucking no. Wayseeker, stop. It took away from the story.
It didn't take away from the story. It was one line.
No, it was a whole page.
It's the origin of Nubs.
But I'm in this whoever came up with this crazy idea. Let's do it. 12 comics with a doll being the.
You want to watch? Okay, so you're watching. You see that somebody removed 2 pieces of the train track, and you see the train coming full of fucking people, and you're going, "Holy shit! I see what's going to happen here." But that's a crazy ass idea. Do you think the train's going fast enough that it's just going to skip onto the tracks, or do you think it's going to fucking blow up and be a disaster? I suspect it's going to be a disaster, but the plan was that we didn't need to lay a track. So let's see what fucking happens. It's going to blow the fuck up, Wayseeker. You're going to you want to see a bunch of people die. Wayseeker hates people.
4 books to see how it's going to blow up, and it's going to blow up because it's a really bad idea. We all agree it's a horrible idea that somebody should get fired over.
Yes,
but you know what? We got 4 more books to figure out.
You just want to see people die, Wayseeker. That's okay. I mean, that's really dark and shit, but okay. Jedi, is that what he said? I can't see it, but is that what he said?
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Yep, he said he wants to see people die. Okay, very good. Nope, I'm not reviewing this horse shit. Good luck with that. Okay, there you go. So next week, we've got a chore. We got the next episode. What is it? 30. Who gives a flying fuck what this is? The next Star Wars book is out. Cody on the cover. That's kind of cool. It's got the linking up there for Jedi for the connecting covers. The story's going to suck. I'm giving up on these fucking, who gives a shit about these 40th anniversary covers? And there you go, Dom. Battle Droid, because...
Roger.
We need 5 covers.
Go get it.
Right,
Go
right.
get it, Dom. Get that.
Also,
Battleground.
next week, they're putting 2 connecting covers out in the same week. They're putting C3PO and R2D2 out. Both those connecting covers will come to you at your LCS. We have also got Jark Droids number 2. Holy Christ, I wish this was... a lot of covers here for you. You also get a Silver Leg C3PO, but I really do wish that this fucking event was already over and it just started. We're also doing the bullshit 1 in 100 version shit. And for extra specially dumb shit, no reason, they're doing an IG-88 Dark Droid. It'd be cool. You know what would be cool with this? Is even if it was a cheap, cheesy, like plastic 2-cent coin, like cost like a penny to make, if they actually put that on the comic. Like a removable coin you could have in the comic. I'd fucking buy that cover for that. But I'm not buying this bullshit cover, so good luck with that shit. But Dom probably will. All right. Holy shit. FOC.
What's up with the girl with the friggin' low cats? The hell is that, man? Come on, man.
Well, she's one of the people you said wasn't coming back because you're like, no, this is all going to be about all new people. Nope, they're dragging back in. Remember, she took over like the Unclean Clan or whatever the fuck it was. So here it is. This is what we got. This is what we're doing.
I'm just saying. Stand by for a lot of Loam Cats in your local Walmart. And
Yeah. In your local Ollie's, we're going to get Lone Cat Central coming out.
They are pushing the Loam Cats lately.
I don't know what's worse is the covers, the regular covers. The A cover A is not bad.
No,
And the Bounty Hunter cover.
It's bad. That Droid just way too big compared to.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But look at wait, Secret. Look at the rest of the covers.
I know. I'm just saying it's bad. The other covers are just so bad that you make it seem like
that makes it look
okay.
not as fucking bad. That's what I'm saying.
It's bad. I'm not buying any of them. I'm not buying any of them.
Vader got a Hondo cover that we've already seen before.
I don't think it's a good Hondo.
Jerome's going to be happy.
Jerome's going to be happy.
Yep.
And then I actually do dig but Vader's killing again his fucking little shit droid. So they're for the 3rd fucking time that droid's going to die. And I actually do like that cover though.
Maybe Vader's about to save that droid. How do you know?
apparently,
how do you know Vader pushed him in?
Zed will never die. That droid will come back 100 times.
It's Jason Voorhees all over again.
That sucks. It sucks. And then we luckily on FOC we get the world's longest fucking title for a comic book. But Star Wars The High Republic, Shadows of Starlight, number 1. The 1 in 100 and the 1 are fucking horrible. The next cover is pretty okay. I do like the Yoda cover. I
like the 1 in 25. That one is one I'm fan of.
I do. I like it. It looks good. It looks even better on this.
With these titles.
But because those are 1 in 100, that 1 in 25 should not be that expensive.
No, which will be nice because I think that's a cool book. I actually think the 125 is going to be the one people want. Like real people, not like people, but real people are going to want the 125 and they're going to be very happy because they're probably going to get the book for like $15, $10. It'll be nice.
Jedi's going to have to bring out his cone head though back for.
I'm just convinced that there is some sort of like wheel or maybe 2 wheels and they have certain names on certain words on this one and certain words on names and on this one and they spin it and whatever 2 names are chosen, that's the name of it because it's always shadows of something path to somewhere.
Oh yeah,
it's just ridiculous. It can't be any more original than that. It's always the same words. It's nuts. Anyway,
now this one should be good.
That's not true at all, John. One did really well. The regular portion of 2, the Marvel portion of 2 did very well. There was a problem with Dark Horse, but Dark Horse blamed that on distribution, which they started. Like, that's it. Like, everybody who was chanting for Dark Horse 2 years ago to take over Star Wars, you're welcome. Look what it did. It has not succeeded. It has fucking made it way worse. So, sometimes just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. There you go. So that's what we got coming out.
That's the only comic. That's the only comic I'm looking forward to.
And maybe randomly Dark Horse will finally get back, and we'll get like Hyperspace 9, 11, and 2 at some point because they'll just fucking release it because it was already FOC pre-ordered like 6 months ago. So like, fuck it, who cares?
The 9 one is hopefully a good story because it's
supposed to be Cad Bane.
Cad Bane and what's his name?
Voss.
Voss.
Yeah, Quinlan Voss. Mm-hmm. Supposed to be. We'll see. Look, man, that I'll be honest. Hyperspace, the one that it started off fucking horrible, has turned into winner. Anything they touch with High Republic is straight trash, homie. Straight trash, homie. Like, it's not good. Dom, try to brighten up these people before we get into the Ahsoka review. Let's talk a little bit of toys. That's not toys. That's disappointing. What I just put up there is absolutely fucking just made my day worse. Okay. Darth Maul.
We'll do some tours. All right. So
hey, Wookiee fanatic.
So basically, this is the a leak. NYCC has their stall, on the Funkos. It's still at New York City Comic Con, and this is the Darth Maul with robotic legs for NYCC, the Funko Pop for this year. So nice. You have the sticker, and you have the shared sticker. That's the shared sticker. So you're gonna have the NYCC sticker, which I like this. I like Maul. So
you'll be at NYCC. Will you get this?
Last year I was there. Last year I missed the Anakin. I couldn't get the Anakin. It sold out fast. So I don't know. But you have to have tickets to get into the Funko thing. I don't know. I'll see. I'll get it eventually. So we have some more fig pins of Hera, Ahsoka, and Starkiller.
And according to Dom.
Marrok, Jedi, could you run this for a second?
Whoever's underneath the armor. So some fig pins. Definitely coming out. They actually
so there's been some stuff going on in the chat. People are still trying to figure out who Marrok is, or Marrok, whatever his name is. What if his little lightsaber thing, what if he turned it on and it was purple? Then what would you think?
Oh.
You hear me? You with me, Dom? Are you with me? I think Marrok is Mace Windu. Okay, let's move on.
What if it's the Grand Inquisitor who's come back?
Yeah. I think
it's got more of that lightsaber. It looks like the Grand Inquisitor.
I solely think that it definitely would be something. It'd be somebody we don't know. It's going to be a new character, unfortunately. But I want it to be Starkiller, because anyway. So it's the first picture of Sabine's hot toy that's coming out. It was revealed, so the actual figure is definitely not. They didn't have. This is just the first image of what the potential of the Sabine's figure is going to look like. Hot toys.
So obviously they don't have her face ready yet, or else they would have released something.
Not yet. Because usually sometimes
the face probably is not anywhere near ready.
Yeah, they definitely have to wait when it does drop. I have a feeling this will probably drop towards like November-ish. Like they'll eventually show. This is not gonna. You won't be able to get this figure until probably 2025 anyway. So because it's ridiculous hot toys.
Probably right. You're probably right. Yeah.
So you get the Praetorian Guards from Mando Season 3. And this is them. You have even each weapon, you need 3 to get all 3 of their weapons. So pretty cool. But I'm still waiting for Moff Gideon's Super Troopers. I want to get that. The Mando.
Did they say each one comes with its individual weapon?
No, I actually think if I seen it, if I'm not mistaken, that all 3 weapons come in one.
Okay, that would make more sense, I think.
Yeah,
because that's a hell of an investment for.
So that's what I see. But Hot Toys making money. So there's the bust of the Emperor. It's a 3D bust that coming out. It's a life-size bust of the Emperor. Imagine coming home and staring at that in your face.
What icon? What logo is that? Is that who makes this?
Yeah, that's it's Gentle Giant and
Gentle Giant. Okay.
Yeah, Gentle Giant. Yeah, and Diamond Select. So This is on Hot Toys. You got a Hot Toy website, Sideshow. You'll see it there.
Yeah, pretty good. I like it.
You'll probably get an
Not gonna get it.
entertainment or two. Sometimes I might get that, but pretty cool. And so this is a Sabine helmet that dropped. That nothing is dropped yet. There are reveals that came out this week for Ahsoka toys and stuff like that. Most likely, HasCon is coming in mid-September, and all these things will go on pre-order. So this is the Sabine helmet from the Black Series helmet. What it looks like. Just one angle.
Are you getting this, Dom? Are you getting this?
No, I'm not getting it. No. Who knows? I'm not getting it.
Basically, are you getting this?
No, but we think Dom is getting it, right? We know, like when
I was getting it.
when your old man show comes out in like 6 months from now, whenever this thing comes out, Dom's gonna pull this thing out and show it off.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
do you have the Mando? Do you have the?
I have the Mando helmet and all the
Yeah,
Boba Fett
You're
helmets.
getting this one then. You're getting this one then. Yeah.
It's a Mandalorian helmet. You're
Yeah, I
gonna
also have a Soundwave helmet too. So
Do you have all the Mando helmets? Like you don't have Bo-Katan?
no, I didn't get those. I just got all
Watch
the
or
Boba
whatever
Fett helmets. I
those
got the
guys
3
are.
Boba Fett helmets that I got that I wanted, and that was it. And like I said, the Mando. All right, so you got a couple of Black Series figures that dropped. You have Professor Huang, which pretty cool. You know, I kind of, he's the best part of the show so far. His sarcasm, I like him a lot. I like him a lot.
Chopper.
Disagree.
Well, him and Chopper. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of good things about the show. I
yeah,
like.
there's a lot of good things about the show. I really like it. But so this is coming out.
So,
No pre-order. It's hasn't been pre-ordered yet, so most likely again for HasCon. So here's Marrok. So I actually like the way they put orange in his armor and stuff like that. So I definitely want this figure. So
That is
are you still going to want it when you find out it's not Starkiller?
Yeah.
You're still going to want it?
yeah,
What-
I actually want this figure.
That's a
And
guy
apparently, if you look in the box itself on the side, you see like a little like shoulder pad. That's Balin. So Balin's coming soon. So I'm gonna get the Balin figure too.
I'll be honest with you. I fucking might pick up this fucking fig.
Pretty cool,
It's
right?
a fucking dope ass fig, dude.
It's hideous.
No, bro, nah.
That
Nah,
thing
this
is
a dope
hideous.
fig.
What the orange? It looks like an orange lightsaber. It's not even.
I like
red.
that shit, dude.
Hey, don't
I
worry
like
about it.
this.
It's like a Halloween figure.
I like this. It's gonna be redder anyways.
That
It's
is
just the off coloring.
Definitely
Because the blue is
reskin
actually
from
different
a
blue on
Power
the
Ranger.
box.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, hold on. The coloring on this is lightened up because you can tell because of the bluing on the box. Okay,
Yeah.
but I like this thing, even if it does come in that orange. I think it's pretty dope. But whatever.
Too bad you can't remove the helmet and find out who he is.
Not yet. We'll see. Remember, this goes in pre-order letter. All right, so we got a couple of vintage figures that are coming out. So they have
Nobody
Morgan
cares about
Elsbeth.
vintage. Vintage sucks. Vintage people suck.
They have her. You go swing to the next one. They have the assassin droid
That's what they deserve is bullshit assassin droids.
and Hera. General Hera Syndulla. So, not to be confused with the Hasbro HasLab Hera that's coming out. This is
If you
the
like,
Ahsoka.
something that I heard from one of those sites, Dom, that you like is like if you like vintage figures that you wipe your ass with your hands and you don't fucking wash them afterwards. That's all I heard. That's all I know. The type of people that do that.
And go to the next one.
Jedi's not ready.
Oh, Jedi left. What happened with Jedi?
Jay
He's still
froze.
looking at Hera.
No, he's like, dude, that sucks. He's like, you can't
So-
see me.
So with all the Star Wars shows that come out, so they come out with retro figures like the original Star Wars figures. So they have Elsbeth.
Oh, these
they
are
have
even
the
worse than
assassin droid.
vintage.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I want? I want a figure that's even worse than vintage that can't move as much. Yep.
5
okay,
points of
we'll give you retro.
articulation. There you go.
I mean, it's stupid, dude.
The next one.
This is what you find at Ollie's. You find these fuckers like in
So you have
droves in
Marrok,
cases.
you have Chopper.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a Hera, and you're gonna have a Sabine.
We'll see.
We'll see. And then you have a Ahsoka Tano figure.
Yeah, what happens if they Django Fett fucking what's his name? Marrok.
Marrok.
Yeah.
All right, so these are hats, Boba Fett hats, officially licensed by, like the baseball caps, New York. But look how much
Yeah.
these hats are. So you have 2 different hats. You have the $65 each. So you have the first one, and you have the second one. The pre-order now. You have a green and you have the black and green, and you have the green and black.
What does a New Era cap, a fitted New Era cap go for nowadays?
Well,
40.
basically $40.
45.
Yeah,
Well, for
about
fitted
45.
New
So
Era
these-
cap, like 45, 50, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so
Because I know, like, even my fishing one from PG, the one that's made by Columbia,
I
I think
definitely
that was
might
$40.
pick these up. I'm gonna pick up one. I'm definitely gonna get one of these hats.
You're gonna
I
get
mean,
them
that's
both.
still expensive.
You're gonna
Why-
get them both.
I probably
Why
will.
is there a shit? Well, hold on. What the fuck is on the front of the cap?
Boba Fett.
What? No.
And a
what the
cowboy
fuck are you
hat?
talking- What are you talking
Cowboy
about?
hat.
No, it's
When
not a
did
cowboy
Boba
hat.
Fett wear a cowboy hat?
It's the hat breaking open, like the hat is peeling open. I think. I'm not sure. I can't see. I couldn't get.
You're gonna buy some shit you don't even know what the fuck it looks
It's a
like.
Boba Fett hat. It's a Boba Fett. It's a hat. If you look at the back of the hat, if you wear it backwards, it's a little Boba Fett symbol. Like it.
It reminds me more of Cad Bane than Boba Fett.
Hold
But hey.
the fuck out. We just asked you what's on the hat. You say you pretty much said I don't fucking know. Then said I like it,
Yeah.
and then said it's a Boba Fett hat, so I like it.
Yeah,
That is what you said, right? I'm just asking. I'm just clarifying.
You did.
Okay, cool. All right, good enough. All right, love it. Move along.
Hold on. Let me say, hold on.
No, we're not. No, we're not doing any of that shit.
Oh yeah. So no, it's actually. What was it?
Oh, they made this into a 3-pack. How much is it?
Yeah, they made it a 3-pack now. That's the symbol. Look how close it is now.
That looks fucking.
Still looks like a cowboy hat.
That looks
It
like
is
a cowboy hat.
with
I
a
don't know.
bandana.
What the
Wait,
fuck
wait.
is that?
So I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out. So basically, they came out with a 3-pack now. This actually dropped September 1st, so it's out, which is kind of crazy. You know, I bought the single pack. I got the single, the Boba Fett Metro Jordan mech.
Is this the Wally World exclusive, or is this going everywhere?
I don't know. It just
Because
says
Wally World does shit
mech-
like this.
mech value pack. It doesn't say where it's going to be. It just dropped.
All right, that's cool. I like this. This is a good gimmick. I mean, depending on what the price is.
So each is $15 each. So 15.
It's a
45.
Wally World. See, because this is. Oh no, this might not be a Wally World. This is the Wally World.
This
one.
is no. This is Walmart. This is a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah,
that's
Wally
dropping,
World. Yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool. You got Chewbacca. You got a couple of the soldiers. You got the battle droid. You got snow
Hey,
troopers.
Leaky Trooper's finishing up that fucking Hoth build. If you aren't following Leaky Trooper online, this is fucking perfect for him because it gets all the shit you need in there.
Oh yeah.
So.
I don't know how much this
But-
is. They said it's coming soon to Walmart.
Could we get what figure? I mean, like this is the 800th fucking Chewbacca, though, right? Can we
Yeah.
get a different figure? I don't know what figure I want, but any figure besides Chewbacca for the 800th time.
Are you trying to get rid of Wookiee Fanatic from our chat? You're just like saying.
No, I'm
"Get
just
away
saying
from
is
me."
like the no. I'm saying is the premier figure. You know what I mean? Like, can we get one of the guys that blow up, or maybe like Akbar or something? I mean, I don't know. Princess Leia with her top unzipped a little bit so that fucking Dom would like it, you know, as she's zipping up into the winter suit. You know, I just don't know, but it seems like
Princess Leia on Hoth in her slave bikini.
yeah, she's got a bikini on.
Yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
you got. I don't know. Well, you guys probably don't because you're from
Nobody
you're
Princess
Texas
Leia.
or Hawaii and Colorado,
Yeah.
but like up
Snow
here,
bunny
like
Princess Leia.
chicks wear bikinis underneath like their
Talk
their
about high
snow
beams.
suits.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like when they're snowboarding and ski, they wear like bikinis underneath that. They don't wear fucking like whatever. So that's like, you know, right? That's what Leia wears underneath her fucking solo suit.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I don't know,
play
you're
that well with you guys.
depressing me
I don't know
because
how to impress you perverts with whatever the fuck.
I know I'm actually getting depressed because I have no idea what you're talking about, and I kind of feel like I'm missing out on something. Here.
Yeah. So like up here, like
I feel kind of left out here.
yeah. So like when you like
Where they
snow
can't
sports.
afford clothes. They just have to use their swimsuits for.
No, they
everything.
don't. No. They'll wear like those. You know what I'm saying too? Like they wear the workout, the titty, the like. It's like it's got to be underwear. You know what I mean?
Like a
Like, they don't
sports
wear-
bra type thing.
Almost like that. Yeah. They wear that too. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Hey,
Haven't you ever
hey,
been to like
Jedi.
snow
It'd be
skis,
the,
snow slopes? and
the
shit?
never-
Wookiee
I've never
commercial.
All the time in Colorado, but we wear clothes.
Hey, Jedi,
No,
it'd be
well,
the
because people
Wookiee,
we party up here, man.
the dating
you go-
the dating app commercial that we showed. You want to date a Wookiee?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Wookiee Fanatic loved that.
Yeah. Colorado, you guys like it too. They do it in Aspen too, man. Like people party and shit. They don't. What do you think they wear under that? Like, what do you think you wear under your fucking like all your snow gear?
Regular clothes because it's cold. You can be out there
Yeah,
all day.
yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah, but you're not hanging out outside, dude. You're
Will
partying
Seeker's
inside.
like, I wear nothing at all.
Yeah, what do you? Hey, DT got it. Why do you think they call them snow bunnies, motherfucker? It ain't because they're wearing fucking grandma's panties under there.
Listen, you got Wave Seeker telling that Grand Admiral Thrawn's not a good lover. So
what's that?
I ain't wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Where do we have that? Dom, you gotta fucking. You can't just tell the joke. You gotta hit the fucking thing.
I don't have the button.
Ron would just be such a bad sexual lover.
So I mean, he knows nothing about snow bunnies, dude.
I was looking for it. I couldn't find it.
All right, here we go.
All right, so-
go ahead.
So apparently they got some more merch coming out for Ahsoka. Some things I don't know. Some is on the Disney.
I was gonna say this is the Disney Channel
Under your
exclusive
clothes,
stuff, right?
Buff.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus stuff.
So you got a couple of things. A couple of things were shown already, but you got the Ahsoka bag, hoodie, socks, rings. You got her hair, her gauntlets, and her headgear, and you got the chair, the cover for the chair,
So glow.
and
Hey,
you get a
sorry.
pin and a jacket.
Are we getting too much Ahsoka shit that's not good?
Yes. Well, Disney Plus the Disney Store always sells crap like this. Stuff
Oh
that-
my God.
Always.
Jedi, are you gonna buy that fucking bomber jacket? That fucking thing is something I figured you'd buy.
No, not unless it's Tom Cruise's. Like,
No, you're gonna get the friggin' socks. What do you want?
It is. It's Tom Cruise's bomber jacket. They just put fucking rebel stuff on.
It probably is. You're probably right.
Yeah. Wow. Well, go to her universe, and she's got better shit than this.
Yeah, go to her universe exactly.
Yeah, where there's
That's a
actually
lounge
good
spot bag.
Ahsoka
And
stuff.
Ahsoka bag's a lot of fun. All right, so I want to show you the dimensions of what the Ghost is going to be compared to. Here's the Razor Crest, and here's the Ghost. So the Razor Crest is with.
Have you got the
20
Razor Crest yet? Wait, hold on. Have you got the Razor Crest yet?
Oh wait, so the width of the Razor Crest is 20, length is 30, height is 10.5. The Ghost is 27, length 34.5, and height is 13.
28, 13.
So you show it from the side view and then the back view on what the dimensions are. It's a big ass ship.
Have you got the Razor Crest, Dom?
Yeah, I got the Razor Crest. It's right there. It's over here. It's on the other side.
That's all right.
Go to
Yeah,
the-
I mean, this is a big piece. I mean, they did a good job. They finally came
Well,
to play.
So now they show it from the side angle of what it looks like compared to like the.
When's it
Razor
done?
Crest?
When's it done?
So in a couple of days, I got the in 3 days.
So in 2 weeks, it's gonna blow the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So apparently, whoever didn't get it, whoever didn't pay for it, this $600 toy is going to be about $1,500 to $2,000 online because I might sell mine. I actually might
Not
sell
for me,
mine.
it won't be.
Well, no, I'm saying
I
that
would
you-
buy
know
one
that-
just to sell if that's what you would do, Dom.
Yeah, blow up the
I'm not
Ghost, yeah.
interested. Too much.
I might.
so
the
can you
box
still?
alone is gonna
You
be-
said you got 2 more days to buy it.
You got 3 more days to back it.
Marco's
Will do.
thinking about it.
I'm just thinking about it.
Wait, so
I'm
go
just
to
worried
the
they're gonna
next
blow
page.
it up.
Next page.
They're not going to blow up the Ghost because
Okay.
we saw the Ghost
So
in
this
the.
is how
Rise of
big it is
Skywalker.
compared to the vintage Millennium Falcon. Look at how big this is. So also it's going to get crazier once they show
fuck it!
this.
I'm gonna buy this fucking
Yeah,
thing.
when they show it in
I'm fucking
Ahsoka,
buying this thing.
People are going
God
to flip
damn
out
it.
when they show it in Ahsoka.
God
and
damn it!
if
I'm
you look
fucking
at
It's too
it-
late to buy it. Right?
So they
He said I got
said
2 more days.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
probably
probably
say
buy
that
it tomorrow.
if they get 17,000 backers by the time it ends, they're going to make the Sabine and the chopper with the mural.
Let me see this fucking shit real quickly. Hold on. Let's pull up this site. Hasbro what? I'm definitely not buying it live on camera, but Hasbro. Labs. Okay, what do you got here? Let's see how many days is left. Oh, Hasbro sucks, dude. Keep talking.
No, sorry. So, but the crazy thing is, if it backs 17,000 backers, these
Mhm.
aren't going to be part of it. They release them in just a regular line, which kind of sucks because it should be everything should be part of the Ghost.
Oh, there's
So the
3 days
figures
left.
that
of this bitch.
3
automatically
days left. I told you, 3 days.
the figures that are already coming
Since
with
you-
the Ghost, I can't remember what they were. Hera,
No, Zeb.
whatever.
Zeb, Hera,
Are they going to come in card backs like this, or are they
Yes.
just going to be like in a plastic
card
bag?
backs. Card backs like this.
Jedi's thinking about it now too. Jedi's like,
Yeah, I mean $600 ain't that much.
$600
You know,
is a lot of
it's going to
money.
be worth a lot
I
more.
got no
Holy
Good,
shit!
it's
So
time to
each
get
seat, each seat is custom too per character.
Yeah, it's going
That's
to be
kinda
light and
fucking
sound, make noise. It's going to be a lot of It's going to be a big ship, a nice ship. Like I said, different compartments, stuff like that. So it just backed 14,000 backers today.
So you need 3,000 more.
Actually,
3,000.
yeah. So 14.
You're not going to get there.
You don't know because you have the last bunch that's going to be pushing the envelope.
You're not getting
That's why Dom put it in. Dom is really pushing this because
It's not $600, bro. It's $500. I'm buying this shit.
But shipping.
Plus $100 shipping.
Oh.
Michael
Fuck it, that ain't gonna
drive
make a
there
difference
to
in
get
my
it.
life.
Screw it. I'll just
Hey,
drive there.
So actually, it made. So you see this right here. It says back. So 3 days left. 3 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes. So it's actually just about 3 days now. If you really think about it. So
Do they still have the same clouds trying to promote this, or do they get different clouds?
who?
Oh, and they got the little Phantom shuttle. on
Bartles
this
and
bitch?
James.
Yeah. So they
Bartles
got
and
the.
James.
They have the little space shuttle that she was in when
Oh,
her and Chopper
yeah.
going after
Phantom,
the ship.
the
to
Phantom,
put
the Phantom. Yeah.
yeah, that's on it. The Phantom is in it. So
No, at 17. Hold on now. No, they say at 14 you get Jarrus. Where are they at right now?
we're at 1,300.
So you need another 1,000 just to get Jarrus. Then at 1,700 you get Zeb.
No, so
I'm reading it right now, bro.
so it's gonna back. I'm telling you, by the end of this thing, by the end of the week, this is gonna be backed 17,000 because you're gonna have that rush, that mad rush, the last minute.
I don't see anything. That
I
says
don't get
about
it. I don't get
this.
why you have Mad Rush when it's already been out for 30 days or whatever.
Because people
But-
got to
because
clear
people
off
wait.
their credit cards, dude.
People wait. They don't take
Yeah,
the
they
money
do.
right away. They take it the day it gets back. Once they stop it, they charge you. So my charge is coming out in 3 days.
It's a lot of money, Dom.
It's a lot of money, but you get the ship. It's gonna be a lot of money with the ship. It's gonna be a $2,000 ship.
Yeah, but you don't sell it.
Because the Razor
Yeah,
Crest,
I know. You all are waiting for me. You guys, this is why I'm not doing it right now, because somehow you guys are going to hear the clicking on my keyboard, and you're going to be like, oh, shit. I know his key. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to wake up to like $2 million in charges, bro. I'm not stupid. I'm not doing that shit on the internet.
yeah, you're gonna see Jedi with a life-size C-3PO. Where'd you get that? That's all right.
Okay, anyone buying this, get the premium membership. You get free shipping, and that
Yeah,
alone pays for the membership. How
Sure.
does that work? How much does the membership cost?
the membership is $100.
What's the Kickstarter? AOA, could you fucking link this, please? AOA, can you link the thing for Hasbro Con? I know you can work with the links. Yeah, 1 million shit.
It's gonna get made no matter what. The ship got backed. That's it. That's the last of it. The ship got backed. It's just you hope that it backs 17,000 so you get the rest of the figures.
It is. I mean, like right now, they're only gonna make. They only make how many come out, so they're only making 15.
Exactly. This ship is
right
going to
now.
be worth. It's definitely going to be never be less than $500.
I don't know, bro. Like, what's the barge going for now? Why don't we fucking? Why, Dom? Wayseeker, this is gonna piss you off because Wayseeker says this. Why on this show do you not look this shit up? Because if you would have told us this, you could have come together, or we could have come together in the slides looking at what the fuck the cost. Wayseeker, can you pull it up of the barges, please?
Yeah.
Past barge, and pull that out for me while we get into the next segment. Because like, fuck, dude, like that would be perfect to add in here because that barge I know jumped. I don't know what the
Barge
Razor
actually
Crest
went-
is.
The barge is actually,
Jedi Razor
I'm
Crest,
mistaken-
please.
if I'm not mistaken, it's like $2,000 almost. The barge.
What?
Could you look up the Razor Crest from Pulse and see what it's going for? What it's selling for now?
Oh,
I should have put the other ones up. I should have promoted it every week.
Yeah, let's just do that
Yeah.
real quickly. Oh, here you go. Thank you very much, AOA. Give you a bonus. AOA, is it legal for people in Florida to travel outside the state? Are you coming to Baltimore? I don't know if you guys
The
can actually travel.
barge has sold in the last week. One sold for $1,900. One sold for $1,500.
Yeah.
In
that thing was
auction,
$350,
and a
wasn't
best- A buy it now was $19.99. So $2,000.
Yeah, and wasn't it $350 to buy that originally?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad.
$2,000. That's great.
Yeah, I mean that's a good turnaround.
Yeah, a friend of mine,
We
Trial
just
by
lost
Gods,
Jedi.
Nate, Trial by Gods. He has the friggin' the freaking. I wish I would have got that.
Here's the problem, though. You're saying you're gonna buy. Like, I will buy it and sell it. It was 500. It was 500. I thought it was 350, but it's 500. Okay. Still, dude, where the fuck else are you gonna make that type of profit off of it? How many years ago was that? Was that 8 years ago?
2 years ago.
But the Razor Crest, how much did that one cost?
The barge was 8. The barge was 8 years ago.
350.
What?
350.
So you're not making
808.
much on the Razor
He lives
Quest.
in Florida.
I don't know if Jedi's looking it up, but I just looked it up. But
What is it? How much is the Razor Crest?
Razor Quest, one sold this week in auction for $423. There's $550
Blew the
for a
freaking
buy
thing
it
up.
now.
What do you want?
Yeah, that's what sucks. That's why I'm worried about this one. I don't
But-
want him blowing it up in 2 episodes.
Nah, remember it was in Force Awakens.
I know
you
that.
think
they're
it
not-
was.
I mean, the Rise of
They-
Skywalker. It was the Rise of
Rise of
Skywalker.
They-
they're not
hey,
gonna blow
hey.
the ghost up.
Hey,
But
Dave does what Dave wants. Dave wants to blow that motherfucker up next week. That shit's blown up next week.
you're
bro.
paying $350 plus shipping on that one. So that one was really $450.
But listen,
So
They're-
like you're not
freaking
making
ghost-
good money. You're not if you're selling it for $550, if you get a buy it now for $550,
But that's a Razor
you're
Crest.
breaking even.
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling
we're
you,
talking
the
about
ghost-
this is like he's telling us this is on the level of the barge, not the Razor Crest.
and the barge
He
will
does
too,
have-
but this is going to be worth money because once they show the ghost in this series, they will show the ghost, and it will blow up. Not blow up, literally, but I mean blow up.
Well, you
Right.
should buy it anyways. It's cool.
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
you
Bruce
buy it
Bruce
if you
coming.
want it. I don't think you buy it if you're gonna make money because I'm not sure that there's going to be another barge. There's a lot. 17,000 is a lot
It's
of these
research.
things. That's not that limited.
Let's put up a poll,
You
Pete.
can't
Put up
go
a poll
to a
if I
store
should
and buy
gamble
it.
on this.
You can't.
I'll gamble
once
$600.
it's
I don't
back.
give a
Once
shit.
this thing ends, they're not selling them
Get
online.
that. But how many of those 17,000 are people buying it to sell?
Wayseeker, you're wrong on this one. You're wrong on this one.
I just saying you might be right. There's only 17,000, but if a strong amount of those people are buying them to sell them, that's a lot of them going on the market.
1,000.
I'm telling
There's
you,
not. I don't. So what I don't think is I don't think the first 12,000 are buying it to resell it. I think they're dummies. I really do. I think when people like you'll see the last 2,000 push, that's what I think the people are that are going to sell it. People are going to wait to see if it gets to 17. If it gets close to 17, that's the resellers. We're not buying this and putting the money out there at 200 just to be like, oh yeah, we're trying to push this, right? And then with that, you have to have clean box. I mean, it's a $600 gamble. Your box comes fucked up, you just flush $600 down the drain. You know that, right? If you because you're
my
not
Razor
settling.
Crest box is messed up. I'm actually going to open it eventually.
Well, that's
Right.
what I'm saying is with this box, like basically that's the gamble you're taking. This is real big boy gambling here. You're throwing $600 out there. If that UPS man fucking throws that bitch from my street over to my front porch, which is fucking, a ways away from the street, I can flush that $600 down the toilet.
I'm telling you, this ship is not going to be less than $500.
It does.
Okay.
Start
There
looking
were-
at other things. Start looking at other things like the fucking
There were
Ghostbuster.
There were 8,810 of the barges, though. I just looked it up.
I understand, Wayseeker, but go look at like shit like that Ghostbuster, the Ghostbuster Hasbro pack. Go look at like Hasbro in other areas has a history of selling these things, even in the heightened state.
Maybe you're right, but
Oh, don't buy it because I'm telling you buy a D. Because I'm telling you, there's
Twice-
one gamble.
twice as many as the barge.
You better hope that doesn't matter.
It's
You
still
better hope
worth
that doesn't
money.
matter.
It's still-
The gamble is D.
once-
And this is what I'm
once-
going to tell you. Hold on, Dom. You better hope to shit that comes to you without getting fucking damaged. Because if it gets damaged, you flushed it down the toilet. And you have to hold on to it for at least a year, by the way, too. So if you think you could, if you're going to gamble and you're saying, I know my person's not going to trash this fucking box and I can hold this for a couple of years, buy it. If you can't do those two things or it's too nerve-wracking, which it is for Wayseeker, look at him sweat. He's sweating. He's like, there's no fucking way.
too much risk for me. I ain't doing
Too
that.
much risk.
Nope.
Yeah, the handling of the box is crazy. That's the only. I had a barge and the fucking box was fucked, and I ended up having to sell it. I thought I got it barge for $350 though. I can't believe it was $500.
See,
whatever it was.
The barge was so low because people insisted it would show up in retail and never did. It's not. That's why it's worth a lot of money. These were never shown in retail.
You're breaking your own argument, dude.
Yeah,
Because
he's helping me out. He's helping me out.
Yeah, you're helping Wayseeker out with his argument.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
All right. All right. Let's get into what everybody came for, what everybody's hanging around for. Holy
the Boba Fett review, right? No, I'm just joking. Ahsoka.
Oh shit, we can do the Boba Fett review.
No, let's do.
No, let's give them what they want. Let's give them the Ahsoka review. This droid is the droid you guys love, huh?
I like this droid. Yeah. What don't you like about the droid?
I don't know, man. This whole scene was fucking
He's
stupid.
He's very straightforward. He says you're the lousiest Jedi ever.
She's not a Jedi. That's why she's lousy at it. Also, what I didn't understand about this, and I think we're going to get to it because he added it in. Okay, this right here. What your skill with the weapon comes from your Mandalorian upgrade. But at one point, they're like, you don't know how to fight. Like, what the fuck? She was trained her entire life to be a Mandalorian. Let's not forget, she was trained by both Kanan on how to use a lightsaber. She was and Rue how to fucking fight and use a lightsaber, as in the dark saber. So at least she has sword battling. She has multiple uses. She wouldn't be stiff, and like, this whole fucking shit dumbfounds me.
There's a whole backstory, so they're gonna have to probably explore that down the road later on.
That she had fucking amnesia? Is this overboard? Is this Goldie Hawn all of a sudden? We found Goldie Hawn wandering the streets after she fell off a fucking boat?
I'm telling you, there's a backstory why she walked away. Ahsoka walked away from her. So her training.
Dom.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that have to do with she at one time fought with a lightsaber, or at least a sword, even if you don't consider the dark saber a lightsaber, and at least knew how to fucking fight because she was a Mandalorian. Not only a fucking Mandalorian, but Lady Ren. Okay? She's from a royal house. She has she also was trained as a fucking Imperial in the Imperial military. She has fucking more training than 95% of these motherfuckers.
I know, but
she gets told, you don't know how to fight.
The only thing I can think of is Ahsoka knows none of that. Like, Sabine never told her, and Ahsoka was gone during this whole point.
That's why
she just never learned that the darksaber stuff happened, because it does make no sense.
None of this makes sense.
What Ahsoka says here. But if Ahsoka knows absolutely nothing about Sabine's life because she's a horrible person and a horrible master and never asked any questions and didn't know that Kanan trained her, then maybe this line makes sense.
She has to know she had the darksaber. The whole fucking world knows it.
You have to know. She was gone with the world between worlds, pulled her back.
And then all of a sudden they broke into fucking Zatek, the blind swordman. Like, seats taken right the fuck out of it. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we? That bullshit was set up so that Dave Filoni could go like, you know what? Let's just make a Japanese movie reference real quickly. I love this series. Somebody else likes it too. I think it's Joe Doolin sent me this too. He's like, did you think it was? I go, yeah, The Blind Sword. He's like, yeah, love that series. Great series. That's what he did, dude. That's all the scene was. We had to watch 7 minutes of a 20-minute episode of him telling us that he likes Japanese films. Cool. Also, too,
seen with Kanan too. So like,
well, we also saw with Luke too, though.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps saying Kanan, but don't forget, this is a throwback to Luke where fucking Obi-Wan blinds him to fight the first time he gives him a thing. The problem is Sabine Wren, unlike fucking Luke, was already trained by Kanan. And look, that's a blade that looks just like the motherfucking. Do I need to go get a darksaber? Just like the darksaber, so she knows how to use it. So what are we doing here? Proving once again she has zero fucking force?
No, she does. No, she does know that she probably trained with the darksaber, but her training skills to become a Jedi is different. She had the darksaber. She wasn't trained to become a Jedi with the darksaber.
She was. Oh no. She was trained. Yeah, you're right, because she was trained by a fucking Jedi that time.
I know.
Where now she's being trained by a failed Padawan. So yeah, okay. Like. Dom, come on, dude. To be honest with you, this episode was very disappointing. And
I actually really like this episode.
No, I like this
I would imagine you would, because you just want to say the opposite because you like trash.
This scene was bad.
I like this episode. It was short. That was the problem.
No, that wasn't the problem with the episode. I like this part though. I'll be honest. Every time, this is the problem. Halfway through this, I was like, "Holy shit! Can we get another break from Ahsoka and Sabine, and can we just get to Hera?" Because although her shit is bad, like her acting's good. The people that act around her was pretty good. She goes in to see the council because she's asking, "Hey, dude, can we figured this out? They've got this thing. We need to go out there. Thrawn's coming back. I'm going to ask for some things." We get to see the council, and where's Styx? I fucking hate you, Styx. I really do, because we get this jackass.
There you go, Kaz's father. There you go. Go back to Resistance.
But this guy is a jackass.
He is a
He was a jackass in Resistance. He's a jackass here.
And I loved how Hera called him out. Like,
I did. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was really well written. This whole scene was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this part of it. Like, I didn't hate the episode. I really enjoyed this part of it. It just, you could tell the difference between the two. So we get fucking, for those people that don't know, there was a failure of a series that Dave Filoni had. It was called Resistance. They cut it short because it was so bad. Nobody ever wants to watch it. Styx does the Wayseeker things like, it was the greatest like ever. Nobody else fucking.
But they didn't cut it short. They actually gave him an extra season.
No, it was supposed to be 4 seasons. They cut.
I know, but then after the first season, they're like, "It's as bad." And they will give you one more season.
Yeah, one more season. They did give him one more where they shouldn't have even given that.
No, they shouldn't have.
But so the dad of the main character in there, who does show up, that's where I got the picture from, is this character. Now, this character was pretty cool too. It was awesome how Hera called him out and was like, "Hey, listen, dude, you sat around." He pulled like the Lando, right? It was kind of fucking cool, I thought, but he's kind of a shitbag. So I thought it was good, dude. I really did enjoy this. And once again, the scenery where she's flying the ships in there and all the space looks fucking amazing. You know, it looks really nice. It was horrible. I mean, there's good parts to it. And then all of a sudden, here we go. Dom's favorite part. We come out. We get to see Chopper. We get to see Jason. And Dom, go ahead.
But where's his blue eyes?
Oh, my fucking God. Dom, are you fucking kidding me, Dom? Are you? What kind of bullshit curmudgeon
They put
shit?
the color eyes in here in Hera and for Ahsoka.
Dom,
blue eyes.
they fucking gave him the fucking gray hair that you had a fucking conniption over. It looks
hair,
fucking kind of stupid. It looks fucking stupid.
Oompa, oompa dee doo. Oompa, oompa. Jason's coming for you.
You can't make fun of something you asked for, Dom. You cannot. You cannot. You, Dom.
Where's the blue eyes?
Where's the blue eyes?
Dom, you can't be ever happy. You got what you wanted. Take the win.
I thought you were taking a win and did a lap.
But no.
He does have green hair.
Wow,
Yes, that was Dom's thing.
Over the leg.
And then kind of insult to injury, but whatever makes sense.
Jacket on.
All right, we got the authoritarian view coming on.
What's that?
I hated the scene.
Oh, I don't. Well, you hate the whole series already.
No.
Why do you hate this scene?
Because, like, I want to be a Jedi.
I actually don't have a problem with that because his dad was a Jedi. So that's okay. I don't have. That's better
He
than.
doesn't say anything. If you didn't watch Rebels, you have no idea his dad was a Jedi.
Hey, but here's the okay.
His jacket on with the little.
Nobody mentions in this series that involves all the characters from Rebels. Nobody apparently wants to mention the events of Rebels in the series.
It does seem like they're trying to. Dude, how big of a shit on is that? Hey, don't watch any of the Rebels. We're going to try not to reference Rebels, even though this is season 5 of Rebels. But we'll give you Resistance fucking cameos and references in this motherfucker. Like, Resistance sucks so bad, I'm going to try to shove that shit down your throat. But fucking Rebels, which is a masterpiece, nah, we can't do anything with that.
Oh, my God.
I guess the insult here is, this is what it should be, right? He should be like, hey, I mean, I'm intrigued by that. They gave him Jason, the name that fucking, we know where that goes, us legend folks. Yeah, but we know how that's like, he could turn to the Dark Jedi. We understand how that could be. Like, I get that. But
or
he also
get killed by Kylo Ren in the academy when he's training.
He's not gonna.
He's not gonna die.
They are not doing that.
Jedi, go ahead.
How do you know?
I actually didn't.
Hold on.
I actually didn't hate this. This was one of the. There were.
I like this.
Well, if you want to consider that this is a continuation of the previous scene when they're talking to the senators or whatever they're on now, then this was probably the only part of the show that I didn't hate.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons, I mean,
Well,
I
not
didn't care
only,
about
but-
the eyes, Dom, but one of the reasons is because I liked it was not even so much because we get to see Jason, which is cool, I guess, but I liked it because we actually got a little bit, or at least I believe we got a little bit of emotion, I think, from Hera
Yeah.
whenever he says, I want to be a Jedi, because she's seen twice with Ezra and Kanan what it means, the sacrifices that come with being a Jedi,
Yep, 'cause
and
she's
weighing
lost
that against being the mother of this wannabe Jedi, I thought was kind of
Wow.
emotion. I got a little bit of some emotion out of that scene. So
I agree. Silent. Her body motion gave action there, and that's sometimes what we need. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Jedi, congratulations. That's excellent. Couldn't have said it better myself. I agree 1,000%.
Totally agree with Jedi there, except for the fact that if you didn't watch Rebels like Jedi,
right?
Rebels,
Yeah,
you're wondering why he's so emotional.
But JJ, you're fucking at this point. Like this was one of the best parts. There's another part that's pretty good. This is this is the best part of this episode. So like, I can forgive that a little bit too. And we had said you should watch Jedi. And by the way, if you watched the part recommended, once again, this is something we recommended so you'd understand this. So we're batting 1,000 also to pat Wayseeker and you on the back and myself too and everybody else here. But oh my God, fuck! Could she?
I intentionally included this one for Marco.
I also okay. Can we talk about it now? Can we really talk about it now? I don't think it's direction anymore. I think she's just having a hard time acting at this point.
She looked like she's falling asleep.
Yeah, I mean,
the picture's taken.
She is not Ahsoka. It's beyond her acting reach, and I've said it before. I'm not dissing Rosario's acting chops. This is just beyond her reach. She cannot be Ahsoka.
You're right. She's falling asleep. She does seem to make it drag. Unfortunately, I was just waiting for the scenes to come back from Hera or go back to space or something else. And and you know what I think of this? This is bullshit. Yeah, the Force resides in us all. Right. You know what I mean? That's like, oh, everybody can play fucking Pee-wee soccer. Great. We all have got some type of skill because we can actually
all play Fortnite. Let's go.
Yeah, whatever. But that doesn't mean that's not the Force could reside in everybody. That's not the basis of how you become a Jedi. You need to have a strong connection to the Force to be chosen to be a Padawan. That's how it's always been. That's how it always is. So the Force resides in us all. You're right. Sure.
So what if this is the direction? What if they're telling us this is the direction Dawn of the Jedi is going to go? And I think
it's dog shit. I
think they might be telegraphing that this is where they think the future of she's going back to where these ancestral Jedi believe with all things. And I think you're reaching.
I think you're reaching, Wayseeker. I think you reach a lot, and I think that's a reach. I think that's another reach because didn't you have some reach last week that didn't come true? I just think that's a reach. I think this is just Dave Filoni. Every week you come out and try to give some like philosophical mumble jumble word salad about what if this is actually where they're, and it comes out the next week. It's like, no, it's just some dog shit that Dave wrote. It doesn't fucking mean anything. And this is what it's turning into. So I'm fine with this. Like, let's just move on from this nonsense. Hopefully next week is going to be the action. Go ahead, JJ.
We're 3 episodes into this. I just want to ask the point of like, Ahsoka's clearly the most boring character in the show so far, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody else feel like I could just watch the show be about like Sabine and her quest to find Ezra?
Absolutely. If they got, yeah, I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I think like Sabine's that's what I was kind of saying. It's sad to say this, but when you see Ahsoka show up in this, don't you kind of just go, oh, okay, what's the next scene going to be? You know what I mean? Like, because I like a lot of it. I like the way everything looks. I know you don't, JJ. That's fine. I don't care. I like some of the dialogue, but typically the dialogue I like is not the parts that Ahsoka's there. And as Jedi pointed out, I didn't even think about this. She does look like she's sleeping. I've always said her motion is not good in that costume. I'm trying to give every excuse, but I think I'm out of excuses. And unfortunately, like, it's just not working. Right. And like the other parts, but the other parts work really well. I know you didn't like the Jason thing because he said I want to be a Jedi. I thoroughly enjoyed that part. I wanted more of that.
Well, it wasn't because of what he said. I was more upset about what Hera didn't say. It was the fact that like,
well,
you could have fixed that with one line and just said like, just like your father was.
You
or something like
could, you
that,
could, but do we have to do that fucking simple dog shit? I thought it was better that she left it hanging in the air. You know what I mean? That actually was more. That's one of the most developed scenes this fucking show has had. You say that's too simple and too idiotic sometimes, and they actually did something there that was actually fucking pretty good, I thought. And I mean, whatever, I get it. But
that scene that lasted like 20 seconds.
I'll take whatever JJ, I'll take whatever 20 seconds I can get. All right, so let's move along for the voices and everything because apparently it's also in fucking stuffies. Then we get this.
Ahsoka's sleeping.
She's sleeping again. Fuck, you're right. She's always sleeping.
Look at the face.
She's always got her hands crossed. She's always fucking sleeping.
I agree.
Oh, I mean,
but
like
part of that is directing, and they are clearly telling her.
Got to be directing, right?
They're clearly telling her to be this distant, and it's really annoying. It doesn't.
That's what you think distance is? You think this is distance? This isn't just like, but she doesn't even do it like this, like a normal person or like somebody guiding or whatever. She does it like, I don't even fucking want to be in this movie or TV show. It's like,
I think she's direct. I think she's bad. I agree with Jedi. I don't think she's the right choice, but I also think she's been directed to play like this distant person, which it doesn't fit.
Yeah, I'm worried about that one.
I think it's a bit of both. Yeah, I was wasting. Like, to me,
I don't think
I thought it was
boring as shit.
I naively thought it was going to get better this episode because I figured that was just like a first 2 episodes thing because she kind of turns a little bit of an emotional thing there at the end of the second episode, and kind of see like a smile and a little bit of energy, and then like, but now she's right back to like you guys said, like falling asleep and looks like she needs caffeine. Yeah. It's weird.
I also, once again, I mean, it does set me off a little bit with the Sabine character where I thought she'd be a little bit more Pacific Islander. I think in these areas, maybe that kind of tweaks me a little bit, but I don't think it's, I mean, I actually, the Hoyne robot, I think is not as good as you guys are making it out to be because it doesn't support her character that well. I think it's there to support Ahsoka being such a fucking horrible character. And no, I mean, think about it on this set. If Ahsoka wasn't as bad, would you think that the robot was that good? I think it's like, they're supposed to be the opposite, the yin and the yang personalities to Sabine. So you're like, well, I wish this character, because of this, at least it's better than Ahsoka. And unfortunately, Ahsoka is just not good.
I think he has some good lines, though. I think they've given him some of the better lines. So I feel like, I don't know. I like the robot. I think the robot's strong either way.
This scene kind of bothered me in this scene going into the next part of this, as far as the story. And maybe I'm nitpicking, so let me know. Maybe I'm nitpicking here, but the reason they dropped out of hyperspace here is because the communication signal with Hera started dropping off, and then Ahsoka's like, well, let's come out of light speed and see what's going on. Shouldn't they have been coming out of light speed because that's where the tracker was
supposed to be going? Yeah,
that's where it's supposed to be going anyway. So, yeah, luckily, I don't know. That was a little weird for me because maybe I'm nitpicky on that one.
No, I mean, I guess maybe whatever. However they got out of it is how they got out of it. I think because technically they would have landed right on the thing, what's the Eye of Sion or whatever the fuck they're calling it now.
Yeah.
So
anyways, a comment about Ahsoka not being able to change in 18 years. Ahsoka can change. The thing I don't like is when somebody changes off screen and we have no idea why they changed. That is, to me, is really bad writing. And that's the same thing that I had a problem with Luke Skywalker.
Hold on though too. Ahsoka has a very large track record of being high energy, very a lot of mobility, very headstrong, but first into action. And they now have shown us in Ahsoka in live action that is the complete opposite in any realm of what Ahsoka for 10 years has been. Like, think about this. Like, Ahsoka, what is Ahsoka 20 years now? Ahsoka's 20 years, right? We'd have 20 years of Ahsoka's on the book, right? Am I correct in this? Because Clone Wars is 20 years old. We have the cartoon. We got 20 years of Clone Wars. Like, we have 20 years of what Ahsoka is. And then the first time we see her live action, there is not one resembling factor of Ahsoka that we've had for 20 years and what we just got. AOA.
I tried to make excuses. I don't know if I
have
tried to
too.
give her some latitude, even though I didn't think from the beginning, I didn't think that she was the right choice, but I tried to give her some latitude in that, okay, she probably changed to AOA's point. She probably changed somewhat after what she went through, discovering who Anakin was and what he's become, etc. Yeah, I'm sure that changes you. So I gave some latitude there, hoping that it would eventually
Hey, Chef.
kind of work itself out to, but this is too much. I think maybe the pendulum was way too far to the other way. She's just way too stoic. She's beyond stoic. There's just nothing there. It's just weird.
Yeah, and this is kind of different too. Like Sabine is acting a little bit off, right? Like she was young, but she was mature above her age. Like if you ever think about it, because she did create the death ray or whatever, she knew these certain things, and she came from a royal family, so she had like a little bit of a polishedness to her, even though she was young and spray painting everywhere. And that was kind of like the fun side, right? And they've taken that away and made her just inept. I mean, inept.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree. I mean, I think you could see the fun. You could see that in like the first episode when she didn't show up. I just think you have such a bad Ahsoka who's so stoic that it's making Sabine be somebody who she's not. So I think if you had somebody,
Yeah,
like
I agree.
Ahsoka, you could have a more normal Sabine. But because Ahsoka is so,
But that's what I'm saying. It's
stoic,
draining on the Sabine character.
it
It's
just
literally draining it off.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think, Sabine is probably not as bad as she appears because she's side by. Ahsoka's just bad. It's just not good.
I don't think it is. I think it's just going to be mediocre, right? I think it's going to have a couple high points because it has already. It's had a couple high points in it. We're going to see some great stuff, but it's also going to be draining, especially, especially on casuals. I have had, not normies, but casuals. I've had a couple conversations and they're like, this is not what we expected. Now, I thought the first 2 episodes were pretty good, man. And going into this episode, I was surprised to get that feedback, to be honest with you. Okay, so cool. We get this ship for the first time. This is what's her name ship.
Shin.
What is her? Shin's ship. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's nice. Once again, I have no problem with this shit. This shit is amazing, actually. I don't know what JJ's going to say. He's probably going to pull out something and say, well, the paint scheme and it looks whatever.
I think it looks fun. Actually, well, with the exception of the weird, like Star Wars Visions impersonation that we get later on here, I thought the space battle was really awesome. Like, I like the space battle.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job with it. I thought everything looked on point. She was doing good. This is the scene you see from the fucking trailer.
I thought it was interesting she uses Clone Wars tech. Like, even the headset's the same as Jedi headsets in Clone Wars.
So I thought this was a Clone Wars ship, and Wayseeker looked it up and said it's pre-Clone Wars.
Oh,
That's
really?
what I thought they were trying to get at, was the Clone Wars ship. But yeah.
It's the
you know what? Joe, maybe he's saying it because I think he's got attractive for crazy looking people. But I thought she did a great job. I think she's doing a great job. I know some people last week were having issues or something with her, but I thought I enjoy this character. I really do enjoy this character.
I'm intrigued by her and Balin, and then also Marrok. Those 3 guys are the best part of the show right now.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I don't think. I think them and Hera. Like I said, anything.
Chopper's good. Hera's good.
Yeah, Chaka's good. Anything but Hera at this point is or not Hera. Anything but Ahsoka at this point is good. Yeah. I thought this was very good. I thought even Sabine, when she did the "I'm gonna get in the cannon fodder" thing, just like the regular Star Wars thing, the kickback thing.
I'm gonna wait and pose a question at the end for people.
Okay.
Did anybody else think that she was going to close her eyes like Luke when he's about to blow the Death Star?
Yeah.
Did anyone else think she's going to close her eyes and just like feel the Force whenever she blew up those starships?
No.
I did. I really did.
I kind of did too for a second.
We'd already seen it.
She does have
Of what they did with with battling the lower the shield, the whole thing that they stole.
Yeah, it's already a Luke thing. I mean, it is very Luke-ish.
Earlier.
And then they did the Karate Kid thing too, where they're like wax on, wax off in that scene too. That whole scene was just shit. But yeah, you're right. It's a lot of mocking Luke. It's not new ground, but apparently Luke didn't have the Force either, and then was taught it according to whatever Wayseeker's stupid article was earlier today. So, all right. So they go back there. We get some scenes with
Morgan.
Thank you. I'm sorry, man. Long day.
With
Morgan. Yep. What's that?
The Eye of Scion or whatever is the ship.
The Eye of Scion. So then we had to hear how everybody thinks that Scion is going to be like they're going to bring the triumphant and all the other shit over, right?
Yep.
What the fuck? I mean, what the living fuck?
I actually like this.
I actually didn't mind this.
Stop.
I didn't mind either. I
Hated
like
it.
You're gonna
I
see
like
me
it.
break a fucking keyboard
The
right now.
only part that I did not
This shit? You like this?
That I scratched my head was that when you have lightsabers and you fight laser beams, that's one thing. But friggin' lasers that are coming from cannons of a ship, that she didn't like fall back because they're much stronger than actually guns.
Woo!
That's the
So
worst thing that
Anakin, we saw Anakin knock
Woo!
laser blast from
But I actually like
four.
this. You know why? Because I am very happy that she had the freaking
Hey.
mask on. She had the her
Well,
helmet on. All that stuff.
No, it looked
got
fucking
into that.
horrible. It
It
looked okay.
Not
Hey,
even
when
that
I
face
when
looked
my
like
kids
that, too.
can I
It was
explain
like
something
that.
to you? When I had kids, nowadays if you have them, they're babies. We had these things. We called them marshmallow suits, but that's not what they call. They call it like Dream right? And it takes the baby, and it's so that they can't roll over. And it's this big padded suit that you just do this in. When I saw her in this, I was like, the one thing Ahsoka doesn't need in the show is less fucking mobility. And literally, they put her up, and I was just thinking, holy shit, that's how my kids used to sleep, like that, in the no mobility suit. This was fucking horrible. And also, too, how many times can we clarify on this too? Stormtroopers can't hit shit, but apparently Shin and Marrok can hit fucking their ship 1,000 times and nothing fucking happens. Because they hit every fucking part of this goddamn ship. They hit this. I counted out 622 times, dude. That
Well,
could have
not
been a game.
On
They
this,
hit
she's only standing on one wing. Why not just fly from the other wing?
Oh my god, they hit the ship so many times it didn't make any sense. And I get what you're saying, like, oh, like when I saw this, I was watching this with my wife. My wife's like, what the what the fuck?
Well,
She doesn't say
and
fuck,
it
she doesn't
was
swear, but she's
cartoon.
like,
It's
what
straight
the
out from
heck?
cartoon.
And I go, yes, Dom. But what I'm telling you is she knows a little bit, but I'm like, they did it because it's out of the cartoon. She goes, but why?
Well, you know what?
I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that.
No,
But
some
why?
things just don't measure up from cartoons to live action. But I thought it was a fun scene. I actually
it was
thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. I don't care what anybody says.
I
I'm
expected
with
her
you,
to
Dom.
end.
I'm with you. I actually thought this was a good scene. I liked it. I had fun with it.
I thought it was a terrible scene. I hated the whole
Wasting
thing.
your
I
time,
will
I tell
agree.
you.
I will agree
No.
with Dom that as far as the laser, the laser thing, we've seen Anakin deflect lasers off of those lumbering robot things, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I don't have a
It's
problem with
probably
that.
about
Yeah.
probably about the same. My thing was at the very end when she was kind of drifting away and she asked Sabine to come over there and get her. Why didn't she just pull a Leia? Like Leia just like
Yeah, why did she use the Force? The Force is in
Force.
everything.
pulled herself into the ship like
Force
Leia
is
did when
space.
she was knocked out?
You know,
Why
they're
did she
trying
do
to
that?
fix
Is
things
Leia a
out.
better Jedi than Ahsoka? Apparently so.
Well,
apparently-
you know what? Listen.
Well, the Force is in everything, so it's even
So-
like
But it was kind of cool that I'm happy that she did have a suit on because she could have been in space without the suit. And then I'm like, what is this? Oh,
That
well,
would have been ridiculous.
dude, bro.
Yeah, you know,
Hey,
That's
hold
some
on.
Iron Man.
Hold on.
That's some
This
Iron Man
this ship
nano-
has been shot
She got
1,000
into that
fucking.
suit like that.
This ship's been shot 1,000 fucking times. The only reason they
it's been
have
a best
this,
star. It's been
No.
a best star.
Dom, the only reason they have this is so they could be like, remember the shows we told you not to fucking watch? Well, in one of them, she was in this suit. Like literally, you have fans.
I agree.
You have fans asking, or people watching the show asking, why did they do this? And your defense and Wayseeker's defense was what again?
You had Ezra and Kane.
No. Wayseeker's defense was what again?
No,
What'd
I
you say about
really
this?
said if you're okay with it in Clone Wars or Rebels, you shouldn't have a problem with it. I agree. I don't have a problem with it. It's
Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
Okay, good point. Okay, now we can move along for that. Dude, the problem wasn't the deflection. The problem was in Clone Wars and Rebels, it looked good. It does not look good here.
because it's
It
called-
looked like the geriatric hospital was wearing a fucking marshmallow
There's-
suit and floating in space aimlessly, and then a Geico commercial occurred where a gecko was flying in space going, "Could you pick me up, please?" That's what that shit looked like.
This scene taught me that there's certain things that they do well in animation that do not translate well to live
I
action.
said that's what
And
I said that.
I don't think that Dave Filoni knows the difference between those two things yet. That's what this taught me.
Yeah. Dom, you said this was great, and then said this didn't translate well from fucking
No, I'm
animation.
just saying there's some things that don't.
Yeah, you're
translate
saying-
well from the cartoon.
This!
But why use them if they don't translate well?
But, but I'm just saying. But this is good. This translates well. It's
No,
good
it does
This
not.
was good.
in live action.
You didn't like Porgs? I love this. This was I was surprised at how good this
I
looked,
like
JJ.
this. This was actually.
Oh no, this is fine. I'm sorry, I wasn't.
Yeah. I went on because Dom's talking both sides of the point, and Wayseeker, he's doing his thing where he does stuff that
I'm
I'm not
consistent.
saying both sides.
he does this.
Ron would just be such a bad sexual lover.
Like I don't even know what he's saying at this point.
This in live action.
It's
is
true.
much
He'd be awful.
better.
You know
It
it. Come on now.
This I was impressed with, and it made sense why they ran into them. This was, like I said, this was another segment where I was like, I like the gunship battle. I really love the Hera thing. This fucking cool, and that it didn't eat them and take them someplace. I was extremely happy about. I mean, I thought this was amazing, dude. You get the whole scale thing. I thought it was cool. I mean, that was it.
It looked awesome.
Looked good. No complaints for anybody. Jedi, you don't have any complaints, JJ?
No, I thought it was fine. I like this thing.
No, it was okay.
Oh,
No, I don't have any. No, I don't have any complaints about it. I mean,
Cool.
it kind of looked like it kind of. I mean, I kind of expected it to look like this, but after that last scene, I guess I should be impressed that it looks this good.
it was good, dude. And then what do we got here, JJ? Jesus,
This is where they finally get the diagnostic of the Scion or whatever.
it's
it is.
big. It's real big.
It's a hyperspace ring.
I think we all figured that
So,
one out.
I think it's clearly meant for one of the to attach to a Purgle, I guess.
Do you think?
But why would they need the engines? Why would,
I
guess
didn't
my
think
thing is,
about.
like, why
I
make
thought
it
it
like
was.
a ring?
I thought it was because they're trying to bring the Crimea back.
I think they're trying to go there. I don't think they're trying to bring it back. I think they're trying to go there.
I think they're trying to go there because it's long distance, and then use it to bring that ship with Thrawn on it back.
And you mean the Chimera, not
The Chimera, yeah, wait,
Where, yeah.
yeah, the Chimera, bringing the Chimera back. I really do think it's bringing the Chimera back.
Possibly.
Yeah, are they going to build another one to bring it back? I don't know how that's going to work.
You think he gives a shit? He just had a fucking marshmallow suited fucking Ahsoka.
Yes,
doing
I think he
fucking
cares.
jumping jacks
I
in the
think he
fucking sky.
cares. Yes. I
No,
think
he doesn't care. He does not care. Remember, I don't actually even know how that shit works. That's a quote.
But
You
it
wanna
was
start
one interesting
quotes.
point. We found out that it's not assembled yet.
Right.
Yeah, it isn't assembled.
They need one more piece. The one
They
they,
do.
haven't put it together.
What do you think the piece is?
It's the one they stole from the shipyard.
It's the last engine they stole.
It's
one
the
they
last,
were
but I
tracking.
thought the last engine was there. I thought
They
we
haven't, put
saw
it,
that.
they haven't put it in yet.
But they're flying around with the fucking thing.
Well, I think
Yeah,
that's why
part
they
of
that's why they sent Shin and Morok at us because they couldn't actually jump to hyperspace yet.
Oh, because they couldn't
Like they're
finish.
stuck
They have
there.
to finish installing it, so it's
Yeah.
there. It's just not installed. Okay, I could give that a buy. Okay, once again, not bad. This actually probably was Ahsoka. Besides her still being in the fucking blue marshmallow suit, probably her best fucking scene. And then yeah, we get Jedi makes his appearance. They're in the woods.
Who do you think the guys
Jedis
are with
in
them?
the Force. Huh?
Morgan soldiers?
Yeah, that's what it was, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Is that what you think? JJ's got
That has to be. I don't know.
difference of opinion.
I'm still trying to
And then
figure out who Morok works for. I can't figure out if he works for Elsbeth or he works for Balin.
He's with Braylon,
Who's with Balin?
You
I
sure?
think it's with Morgan.
but they all work for Morgan. So
Well, I know that, but clearly Balin and Shin are like paid, like mercenaries, like hired. But they almost seem like in the first episode.
Oh,
where
I
he
know
uses
his
that
track
line
there.
of, like, Morok could get his job done or whatever. Seemed like he works for me type line, but
That's what I think they
Her
do.
space fight was not awesome. Stop trolling. Yeah, I know that the thing was there. And they tracked it there. What I'm saying is, like, I thought it just like, you know how like when the Jedi fucking starships would hit a ring, it would just fucking hit it and it would just like attach automatically and go. I figured that in that fucking technology, they just had the space open, and as soon as the thing pulled in, shoo, it sucked on, and they were ready to go. And apparently they're not. That's what I was saying. The Force is okay. hiding in the forest was kind of interesting because it didn't really look like they were fucking hiding.
It was like
at
Lord of the
all.
Rings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. Do you know the Cape Jedi? He owns it. All right, here we go. That's the end of that. Unless anybody else has anything to add, and then we'll get into Jedi's synopsis of this because we know he has copious notes. He'd probably
No,
like to
I've gone through all my notes already. You guys did an outstanding job.
Oh,
So
thank
you
you.
pretty much hit all my notes.
Oh, good.
Good job.
I like
All right,
this
so-
episode more than episode 1. Like I would give this below episode 2, but better than episode 1.
Ooh. All right. Well, I wasn't asking you, Wayseeker. So
I'm telling
next
you
time,
what
let's
it
hold
was.
off because the last time you gave us your
Ron
opinion,
would just be such a bad sexual lover.
they scarred everybody. Okay, JJ, what did you? What is there any redemption on a 10-point scale of this episode for you at all?
I'm about where Wasted. Like, to me, this suffers from a pacing problem. That's like the opposite pacing of 1, and that I thought 1 was like unnecessary slowness and all that, and this one is almost like too fast. Like this was the weirdest ending point for me. This feels like it should have been like a commercial break or something, and they come back with more of the same episode. But I'm in like 5 territory, 5.5.
Wow.
5 out of 10. Wow. Okay.
Well, that's what I was going to score 1.
No, yeah,
so
no.
I give it about the
So,
same
yeah,
score.
okay,
As 1.
that's fair. Dom, what do you got on this?
I gave it an 8. I enjoyed it. The only reason why it was less, it would have been more than an 8. It was too short. The episode was too short.
There
I like.
was less Balin in this episode than any episode.
I know,
You
but I
said you
like.
liked
No, but I
Balin
like the fact that they
the best.
like little scenes, like they a lot of like Clone Wars type of references. You see the Purple Rebels. I like
Oh
these.
yeah,
little
you
things.
like the dog shit. Okay, yeah.
I'm just
Here, let me
saying.
ask you a question. Dom,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question?
Good.
What does 1 + 1 equal?
1 + 1 equals my review of the show.
6.
A 2.
It's supposed to be 2, but like
Listen,
he's like, I love Balin. I like all that stuff. I'll
But
give
I
anyone
do,
the
but the
good.
fact that I
No
know-
Balin in this
look,
fucking episode. Oh, it's the best
I
episode ever.
know you have them at the end, but I like the way it sets up for the 42-minute episode for next week.
Oh, it's a rumor. Okay, all right.
That
He's
rumor-
always about what
No,
the
it's,
next
not,
thing.
it's actually not a rumor. The
No, I
director-
mean not the rumor, but he's always about the next thing. That I get it now.
the director didn't come out and say how long the next one's going to be.
I get that. No, what I'm saying is this is why he's giving it so high because it's not about the episode we watched. It's about the potential for the next
Because
episode.
don't
I like-
worry.
Okay,
Next,
so 1
listen,
+ 1 does Act 2. I got it. I got it. No,
If the trailer piece is actually going sequence, he's going to have the big fight with Ahsoka in the air of the map. The map is when we thought that was the world between worlds. He's going to have the fight with Ahsoka. So next week, Ahsoka's going to have the fight with Marrok.
nobody thought that was the world between worlds
No.
except for you.
No, well,
All the rest of us
we
thought it was a
about
celestial map.
No, back in the day, if you sit back, I was saying, look at the world between worlds, and we actually almost all agreed. I don't know who else didn't agree, but we did agree.
You just
that
didn't listen.
It, could've been- it looked like the world.
Well, at that point, Wayseeker was saying.
Ron would just be such a bad sexual lover.
So I mean, he was out on it. The rest of us
It's
were
already
saying
old.
we were actually telling you, Dom,
You have
that
to
does
have-
not get old.
You have to have Wayseeker go, do you believe in love?
Dom, the rest of us is going, Dom, we don't think they're going to do World of Worlds. You just didn't listen to us when we told you that. All right. So you got a Jedi. What do you have?
Well, I'm in JJ territory here. I think I liked
Jesus.
because I think I like the one scene with Jason and Hera probably a little more than JJ did. Or I'm not gonna subtract any
Where's his
points
blue eyes?
because people that didn't watch Rebels wouldn't understand it as well. I'm at about a oh God, you know what? I'll give it a 6, but I'm actually somewhere 5.5 or a 6. I did not, and it left me wanting more, but not for the right reasons because this didn't do anything for me really. And
I'm surprised the
as
F
far as
word
what
hasn't
the
been
next-
come out yet.
as far as the next 42 minutes, the fact that I have to really sit on the edge of my seat waiting for the next 42 minutes does not lend anything towards the last episode that we saw, because heck, I hope the 42 minutes aren't like the last episode, or else they're going to be a dismal 42 minutes. So, yeah, I'm at about I'll give it a 6, but that's being friendly.
Okay, Wayseeker, did you already give your answer? Because
I'm a 7.5.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's all you got.
I mean, I think
Because you don't want us to clip anything else that you might say.
No.
Is that it?
I mean, the one thing I do like about it, I think Ahsoka's bad. I'm with you all. I think Ahsoka's bad. It doesn't mean I didn't like it. I just think Ahsoka's poorly written and it's not the right cast. It's moving the story along, I feel like, at a pretty good pace. I feel like we're moving along and we're getting to where we need to get to. That I'm happy about. I like some things in this episode more than y'all did. I didn't mind the space scene that you guys hated, but I thought it looked great with the Purgle, stuff like that.
Mhm.
I would still think the Ahsoka is holding the show down. If it wasn't for Ahsoka, this would be higher than a 7.5.
Yes, I agree. I actually have one question to you. Where did episode what in the storyline was going on at the end of episode 2?
They just put the tracker on.
Yeah, they were tracking
They're tracking the thing.
the hyperspace.
And they're gonna go to the Eye of Sion. What happened at the what happened at the end of 3? Was the Eye of Sion good? Did they go any place? Did they do anything?
We got there. We had the fight. We got there. They're setting up the actually.
So they're still setting up to go out to see.
But we
Thrawn
moved
or wherever they're
towards
going.
the
Or
Eye
whatever
of Sion. We got to the place.
we didn't. No, the Eye of Sion's in the same fucking situation it was at the end of episode 2.
No,
it ain't ready to go fucking no place.
One was way not even.
I was surprised. I look, I'm not going to use it, but I was surprised you guys, not one of you said filler, because this episode didn't have anything in it really.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah. No, yeah,
Well, now
I
you're
agree
all
with
saying
you.
it.
I mean, I didn't use the word, but I agree with you. Yeah.
No, okay. I mean, I don't think it's complete filler, but like it didn't have. I know it seems short, but I think some of the reasons why it seems short is like there wasn't much to it. I mean, we have the Hera scene, which I love the Jason thing too. And by the way, JJ, just to explain, like, well, because I had asked that question too, and they were under the impression, even that my wife said was like, yeah, because they're with the Hera thing, because she's a Jedi, which I'm like, she's not actually a Jedi, but I didn't try to explain that to her. She's a Jedi, so he was just saying it because he wants to be a Jedi too, because it's like his aunt. That's how they see it. So they don't see it like the dad thing. They don't need that explanation that you do. Okay. So I let that shit slide. Liked it. I like this scene. I like the fighting scene. I'm 6'5", but the Ahsoka stuff is just it's getting hard. I feel bad. I so enjoyed the Hera stuff, the Jason stuff. I so enjoyed like this stuff over here, the Purgo stuff. I enjoyed that so much that I really want to give this like an 8. But then it didn't. The fucking thing didn't go. There was like, besides the battle scene in the sky, what was this episode made up of? Hera getting turned down by some fucking shit ass senator from fucking Resistance that fucking I wish wasn't there because it doesn't serve a point, right? And don't give me the shit that like, oh well, it's the same in Heir to the Empire where they had fucking horse face fucking Jedi who was -2. It's not the same. It's not anywhere close to the fucking same. Okay, so we have that. Okay, didn't go anywhere, so that didn't resolve anything. She said we're not sending you help. So the whole episode was them not sending help. They didn't. We haven't figured out much more about the Eye of Sion, just that it's still not fucking complete. We didn't get to see Balin kick anybody's fucking ass. We know now that you could shoot a ship 800 fucking times. 800 fucking times. And all you got to do is take a break and put somebody out in a marshmallow suit to do fucking cartwheels in the sky, and everything's fucking taken care of. And that you can hide, even though they see you going down, and they have all this tracking capability. You can hide on a planet that has red trees, because now everything in Star Wars either has red sand or red trees and fucking A. Like, I mean, even with all that shit, like, I'm still like, damn, dude. It was beautiful and I liked it. I want to give it an 8, but like then I think about it, I'm like, dude, like I was doing this today trying to think of like, man, what was this episode about again? Like, what did it do for the story? Because you're saying this did more for the story than 2, or almost as much as 2. It was quick. I'll give you that. It was quick, but we learned nothing more about any of the characters. We have no clue what Morgan's fucking still doing. We have no clue. You just asked a question, JJ, not to cut you off. We don't even know who the fuck Marrok works for. Does he work for Morgan? Does he not work for Morgan? Mm-hmm. We don't know. We know nothing more that now after episode 3 than we did at episode 2, except for that Jason has green hair, not brown, and Dom's still pissed because the kid's eyes are not fucking blue. That's all we know. That's all we know. But the fucking show's beautiful. Like the title character's not good, and this is kind of going back to a question in the chat: is this a piece of shit fucking show? I don't think it's gonna be a piece of shit show because even with all this going against it, it's still fucking watchable.
No, I mean, it's to say it's a piece of shit show is first off is too early.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Well, it's already 3. There's
especially
only 8
with
episodes.
a short episode 3.
Yeah,
but like it just isn't. It can't be at this point. The second episode was good. I scored the second episode pretty high for how I score episodes.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
I think they can still draw some stuff out of there, but there's definitely a problem with. I don't know if it's like when they take one.
He gets everything at 8, dude.
I don't know if it's a problem with like the fact that there's like one creative behind the show, just like you had for like Book of Boba Fett, when there's like one writer writing all the episodes and like nobody else is like pin checking it or anything. Like,
Yeah,
maybe that's the problem. I don't know, but it seems like there's just this really like, because you have different directors, but I almost have a feeling like that's how I felt like, that she would show a little more emotion.
like it's
Ahsoka
an
would.
overlord. Yeah, like it's an overlord. Like Dave's
Filoni
overlording
is the
it.
showrunner. That's who's
Micromanaging.
really given the direction. Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's micromanaging it. Yeah. I mean, there's that feeling to it. But I'll tell you this: like, it's better than It's as of right now, and this is gonna ruin it because as soon as I say this, they're gonna drop just like a shit bomb, and we're gonna have because this is exactly what I said about what I'm about to say. It's better than Book of Boba Fett so far, and it's better than the Obi-Wan series so far.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's better than Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah,
3.
it's better than Mandalorian season 2.
Better than
I agree.
Mandalorian season 3.
Oh no, not close.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it is.
not. It's
No,
not.
it's not. It's not. That's just.
I would say I'm
That's
closer.
nonsense.
I'm
Listen,
closer, but
Jack
I would
Black
say
and Lizzo ruined the entire season. End of
No, she
story.
didn't.
Yes, they did.
Tom hates Lizzo. He hates her with a passion.
To move along, I'm going to pose a question though to everybody real quick.
Yeah, please do.
I know Dom touched on the World Between Worlds thing, and I know none of us really want to see a World Between Worlds. But is there an explanation, you think, for why Balin and Shin in particular use all this old technology and seem like they're from like an older era? Do you think that's an explanation?
This is why I think maybe okay, because I think they're rewriting the Force. Because I think they're rewriting the Force. So maybe they're using older technology because they weren't trained far enough down into the Force and haven't practiced it enough to build their Force level up like a fucking video game. Like, like Final Fantasy when you're the kids and then all of a sudden you hit like level 62 and then all of a sudden your weapons change, your fucking game changes a little bit. You're like, yeah. I think that's part of it. I will also say this. I would think that if they would have touched on World Between Worlds in this episode, we would still have a chance. We're at episode 4. It's 42 minutes. If by that point, World Between Worlds, what the fuck is that? If by that point, World Between Worlds isn't hit up, right? Then our worst nightmare is going to come true, because not only are they going to give us a shitty World Between Worlds, but they're going to give there's not a lot of time for that shit. We still haven't figured out the Ring of fucking Scion at this fucking point. We just make fun of it because it's called the Ring of fucking Scion.
The power that Balin wants, he wants.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm for a little bit afraid of. Is Dom like if maybe Balin's seen that power before, and that power is what he wants, and therefore it's the World Between Worlds.
I hope he wants to rewrite Order 66 and not let it happen. That's what he's trying to do. Yes.
I don't know about that part, but
I hope
Dom, I will
think
tell you what you just said sounds like the stupidest thing. If this, dude, you know how you can fucking make this. No, hold on, Dom. You know how you can make this worse than Book of Boba Fett? Repeat what you just said.
Repeat what I just said?
Yeah.
Saying that Balin wants the World Between Worlds to stop Order 66 from happening.
That'd be bad.
Well, there is some. I mean, Balin has said some things that would give that some credit. Like when he made the comment about there's far too many Jedi now, or far too few Jedi nowadays, whatever. Having said that, there's no way. There's no way.
But here is that because of the mindset you're thinking of it, or is this, and this is something Dave has kind of hinted towards before, the Yoda thing. We let this get to this way because we let all the technology, using all these different type of weapons, using the clones, using all this shit cause the Jedi to truly lift their way. And if we go back to the old way, the Amish way, we'll never lose our way, and we'll be the true Jedi.
No, none of that.
But he even admits that he's lost his way. He says he's not a Jedi
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
He's a mercenary who's just
But
has
so
the
why
best
would he
thing
care
he
about the
can
Jedi?
afford. He doesn't. I mean, he's using old tech because he's a mercenary, and that's the cheap stuff that he can have access
Listen,
to.
who was to say that Thrawn and Ezra are not back in time with the purple
God, I hope
end? I'm telling you, there's going to be time travel in this. The world between worlds is going to be a part of this, and it's going to happen.
The one thing that Dave did
Ahsoka
say.
changed
No.
history, but she was
Hold
calling it
down.
the world between worlds.
Here's
Rebel.
the thing. Dom, let me ask you a question. What has Dave Filoni said about the world between worlds?
He doesn't know how it works.
He doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know
But
how it
they're
works.
probably working on it. I guarantee the world between worlds, something will be done because Ahsoka was pulled. out of
Oh,
the
I know
world
you just
before.
didn't guarantee. So that's 100% not going to happen because you just guaranteed it.
Well, I almost my actual hope for it, if they introduce it, is something like, Balin wants this power of the world between worlds, and at the end of the thing, they destroy it all, so we never have to fucking hear about it again.
Well, yeah. So here's the other part about it, and I would think that Dom might have it once again. Where I'm saying we're going to episode 4. The one thing Dave hasn't done, and bless him on this, is excluding this one where he added a resistant fucking moron that nobody gives a shit and a fucking marshmallow moon suit. He hasn't really pushed a bunch of shit in here so far. Like there is we got the low cap, but that's okay. We got the tower, that's fine. But it hasn't been like you haven't had to understand Rebels to watch this. If he puts in World of Worlds, you 100% have to watch Rebels to have any concept of what the fuck they're talking about, and you will still might be lost with that. That's the only thing where I'm saying, they said you don't have to watch Rebels. You don't have to do it for the Jason Sanduel thing because you don't have to know who his dad is. You don't have to know that his dad's that. Like Jedi said, for us fans, we get it. How the fuck do you explain to new people the world? Like I'm saying, the world between worlds. The names first off is fucking stupid. But how do you explain that to normies and cashies right now in 2 episodes?
No,
But it's
the same way
not.
you explain- It's the same way you explain PIM particles to Marvel people.
Right, but I don't think that. But so far, the series hasn't been going that route. So you think that he's just building up steam and wasting episodes to reveal PIM particles on us?
I
for
don't know.
5 seconds.
I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing, I think, half the time.
There you go. My theory came true. Thanos is an ancient Sith that's going to bring the Marvel versus Star Wars thing together.
Anyone's
I think maybe. I think there's a possibility. I mean, at this rate, it seems like they're pausing the show to not find Ezra and Thrawn, right? I mean, Dom thinks it's so that they can introduce the World of Worlds. I don't. What if Balin's power that he's talking about is he will have, because he's a mercenary, if he can find Thrawn, he can, and this is an old Star Wars trope, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to have all the power that he's invested with all this technology, because you said he has no technology, and this force that he has out there and all the people that comes with it, and I'll be in charge with that because I can kill Thrawn and take it over. And that's the power he's talking about. It's the simplest fucking thing, and it happens in Star Wars all the time. And we're just
pointing out he uses old technology, like his lightsaber. Even Harangos is like from the same Clone Wars era lightsaber he's used his whole career or whatever.
Listen,
hey, when are we going to see Zeb? You think we're going to see Zeb?
Oh, I hope so.
Nope.
He's still sitting in the
we're gonna see
cantina
him.
in Mandalorian.
Well, we're gonna see, when's the next episode that Dave directs where he can sit right next to him? So
Five's the Anakin. It's not. I don't think it's happening this season. I don't think we're seeing Zeb this season.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna do an Anakin thing. How are you gonna do world between world? Like, if you're eating up that, I don't understand. Well, what the fuck ever. I mean, whatever.
Do you think we get the Anakin flashback next episode when her and Balin square off?
Yes.
Because clearly
I think
that speech of him talking about Anakin is going to come up at some point.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come up there, and if nothing else, we're gonna get at least a voice force ghost of Anakin during that period.
I think it's
we're gonna
5.
have.
I don't think it's 4, JJ. I think it's when Dave is directing 5.
next episode.
You don't think we're going to even get like a
After
whisper
next
of some shit in there?
What?
You don't think we're going to get like a flashback whisper? So
Well,
you don't get to see
We don't know.
him?
It could take all of episode 4 could be just leading up to this fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we could, yeah. I mean, how they've been dragging out this, because really 3 could have easily, but you could have folded 3 into 15 minutes and put it into 2.
I
And 2
think
was a
5
good
is going to
episode.
be mainly a flashback episode. That's my fear. I think 4, Ahsoka's going to get her butt
You
kicked,
know,
and 5 is going to be a flashback episode.
it's gonna be Book of Boba Fett episode 2, where it's like 90% flashback.
That's what I think. JJ's going to hate it.
You think that Ezra won't appear until the Filoni movie and Thrawn will be the big bad? I don't think either one of those.
I don't know about.
I think
Thrawn being the big bad, but I don't think we'll see Ezra in this series.
You don't think we'll see it in the series? You don't think
Not
we'll
like
see a
actual
little...
Ezra. I don't think we'll see him.
See, I think at the end we're going to get either a cut scene or something with Ezra in it. I think everybody thinks that's going to be Thrawn at the end with the cut scene or like the last little bit, and I don't think so. I think we're probably going to get Thrawn the scene before that, and then or that last episode, and then we're going to get the Ezra like Marvel ending thing. You know what I mean? I think that's probably where that one's.
What
gonna
if
go.
Thrawn comes back at the end and kills freaking what's this is
Balin? I see that as happening. Yes.
yeah, that he winds up killing Ellsworth. What's the name? Kills her, Morgan Ellsworth. He kills her, and he's back, and he got knowledge that he never had before because he went to the far reaches of space.
Oh, I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think let's be honest about what's going on here. He uses people from the imps. I do not think that he is an Imperial fighter. I think there's been clues that he is not going to be the heir to the Empire person, but he's going to be the heir to the Empire as in take over that because he needs the material to build it. Who killed all the fucking witches except for like there's 20 witches left on Dathomir? But who killed them all before?
You sure there's just 20? There's like more and more
There
that
might
pop
be
up.
50. But yeah.
Dooku and Grievous.
Yeah, the imps, the Imperial Army pretty much did. So you don't see any resemblance or reference of her or Balin or any of that to imps. Like, even lit that. So I don't think, I think kind of the Shadow Council, even though Gideon was doing it, and we'll talk about more because we got a book here to talk about. But like when I was looking at this book and kind of going over this character and everything else that we're going to talk about here, that might be a surprise buy here. But like, I was thinking, like, dude, it'd be very simple if Balin was trying to take over Thrawn because he wants that army. That's where his power goes, and Morgan ends up either dying or helping him out in that. And at the same point, we get to see him bring back some of the Imperials that were on his side that he promoted. We get to see a couple other people in there, but also he's there specifically to, man, I'm not here to be fucking Palpatine 2.0. We're going to leave the Palpatine shit alone because I don't think Dave's business is correcting the mistakes of fucking.
No, because I don't think Thrawn wants to bring back the Emperor. Thrawn wants his thing. Thrawn doesn't care about the Emperor bringing back the Emperor.
He doesn't care about it at all.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to know that Balin's there to try to take it over. He's smart.
Yeah.
So he's already 5 steps ahead. So the question is, when we see, for the casual audience, how do you see that he is Sherlock Holmes of blue people? Well, he's already got to know that Balin is going to try to take over his shit. And then he pulls this move, that shit that he does. The fucking Sherlock Holmes shit.
Do you think, all kidding aside, the chatter between him and Morgan, you think that he's talking to Morgan through something that she knows that he's out there? That's why she's so bent on getting him, and she already knows that what he's already got planned. And like I said,
Well, no, because she had to find the map and everything else. I mean, that whole storyline of the first 2 episodes would have been pointless if you could just simply tell her where he is.
Well, I know the map, but he could be saying maybe you can't talk where you exactly are. You need something to show. You could say you're somewhere in the galaxy. You don't have.
Send it by Purgle message.
Yeah, you never know.
Purgle Express.
Yeah, Purgle Express.
Well, I mean, hey, hold on though, JJ. He did send Eli out there, and I mean, you never.
But we don't even know if Eli's in Chiss space though. We don't even know if Eli.
Yeah, it could be 2 different places. Again, I don't think Chiss space and Galaxy are the same space.
See, I think they're going to shorten it down to try to explain it.
I don't
don't think he's going to try to get that complicated, buried in the weeds.
I don't think we'll see anything about Chiss Space. I think they're just going to introduce this new
You
galaxy.
know, I think he's going to make, like Marco said, simple, and that the casual person can pick it up.
So there is one way that they can link it up, and I'll just bring it up because it's the next character. The one Thrawn book that we kept talking about that I think we've always overlooked is Thrawn number 4. By the way, that cover's not pink. That's just how it always presented in the preview. So I think it's kind of cool. I actually do like that. That's the one in 25 that's next to it. In Thrawn 4, there's a certain character that they reveal, and she's also been in there. She's back here. Now we got, and this is kind of like we were talking about, Eli's linked up with her. They've dealt with it before. She and her name, oh dude, I love that Thrawn right there. Either way, so but Karen, is that how we're gonna call her? Karen, yeah. What Karen's thing is like she was at one point. Well, I got some quotes about her. You know, she was Imperial Navy, blah blah blah. But our girl, blue-faced girl, who we also love, she had said that to one time that Karen was the apprentice to Thrawn. Karen's still here. Karen's whole job was she was originally supposed to take over the fight from Lothal. She was supposed to take over Thrawn's main ship, the Star Destroyer ship, the one that went out into Purgo space. And there's that hookup connection with Ezra. She had, and she knew she was talking with both Eli. What the hell is what's her name? The one that the blue girl.
Arlani.
Arlani. Yeah. She's talking to Arlani, and Arlani and her, they've had communication back and forth. Now, with the question that Dom proposed of how are they getting the communications back and forth, I do have a feeling that it's not that far of a reach to explain that these characters are going back with her, and she happens to be on this new Jedi Imperial Shadow Council, because that can explain how it's very easy if you do that to explain how Moff Gideon fucking knew the whole Thrawn bullshit, how he could do that back with the High Council and everything else because he was taking over some of those fucking programs. I mean, it's very easy if we put this insert in here. The other part with it is it's fucking cheap compared to everything else, right? So even if they do anything close to it, here's the Thrawn books that we got. We've, over this last month, 9/8 for this book are selling for, I'm not telling you to buy this book, but fucking A, dude. 9/8 are selling for like $70, dude. Like, it's a cheap gamble if she shows up. It really is. Yeah. She had big storylines that both fit. You could get right now out here. This is the one I saw an offer $90.99 or best offer, so it's still under $100 for these 9/8s. The fucking Lucy's, not graded, are like $12 and less. That's what they're going for.
She has a bigger role too in the Thrawn novels.
She has a huge role in the Thrawn novels. Yeah, sorry, JJ. Would you like to reiterate on that? I'm sorry, I'm speaking.
Well, I was just gonna say she's not a castaway character because she had at least in Thrawn's story, she had a much larger role in the novels, and the comics only adapt the first novel.
Oh yeah. I wasn't saying that, but that's why I was giving you all these quotes. You can read them over, but like a lot of it was she was trained up just like Eli was to take over certain aspects. When I say she was supposed to take over his fleet, she was, and he actually went in front of the council and pretty much gave her the promotion, because at one time he was on that council, gave her the promotion. We'd never seen her since because, like I said, he floats out to space with Ezra. So that's kind of like an open end there. And Dave can fucking do a lot of shit with that character because it gives a lot of ability to it. I'm just not gonna read all this shit word for word.
She should have been. I always thought she should have been Elsbeth's character, like from the start.
Megan L, and that's why I'm saying there's a close link to that. And if we need to link her to somebody, it could definitely be this Karen character. I don't want to call her Karen. I just want to call her Karen, so that's what I'm going to call her Karen, because Karen's had no invitation to it. All right, anyways, cheap book, under $10. You can really get these and pick them up. I mean, they're still trying to get best offers or whatever for $15.99. By the way, this first one, whoever you are for an eBay seller, don't do this shit. You can't tell me it's new when you got a sticker on the book and then you're crossing off the price that you probably paid $1 or $2 for, right? Don't do that shit. Like, come on, man. At least throw a new bag of board. New bag of board. If you're gonna call it new, throw a new bag of board in there or some other shit. Like that's what?
It'll be new for whoever buys it.
Yeah, I mean that's some fucking whatnot shit right there, dude. Like, yeah, I just went and picked the shit up for whatever, and then crossed it off. Like, we know you didn't buy it for less than $15. We know you bought it for less than $15, dude.
You just took it out
Come
of the
on.
diamond box. What are you talking about?
It's a new bag and board, Marco. The bag and board are new.
It's not even. I know it's crazy.
No, yeah, I mean, nothing's the bag and board isn't new. He fucking whatever. Then there's also the 1 in 25. I think this is one of the underrated 1 in 25s. If you look at the series and how expensive the whole 1 in 25s in this one, this is actually the cheap 1 in 25.
Oh, what's one signed by Zahn?
Yeah, the one up there.
I just hate this cover. I hate it.
Good. Was this Casper Winegard or whatever?
Yeah, it's Casper Winegard. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. I actually don't hate it. They're still out there. There's not a ton. And by the way, there's only like 40 of these that have actually been come out. Or sorry, 23, because this person keeps, and everybody who has one, they cut and paste the only one of 23 things. You'll see it later. Or it could just be the same one, because in August 34, I think we see the wood flooring again. But these are going for $250, under $250. You really could probably get these for around $212 right now. There's another $299 who cut and pasted everybody's fucking information and put it in there. But that's still available for under $300.
What if that map on the cover is the galaxy map? No.
Doesn't that look a lot? No, doesn't that look like that's what they're going to say? This book has a lot of pump and dump potential to it. It really does.
Marco, you're just setting them up. You're teeing them up.
Teeing them up.
I know I'm teeing it up for them. It is so much pump and dump potential. We've got the new universe in front of Thrawn there. You've got a character in an imp suit who's a female whose name's Karen. And if we do anything in an imp suit, we can they're going to fucking pump that shit. I'm just letting you know. I'm not telling you to buy any of these books, but I'm saying for $5 to $8, if you buy one of these books, it does have some potential down the road.
Marco put 5 of these on eBay to sell for $40.
This is my 9.8 right here, bitch.
Already going
I didn't copy and paste that shit? Of course I did. And I'll be accepting $250 offers on this one. So that's it. I mean, I just always was wondering why this book was overlooked. Like when we go through the thing, it's like anything. We don't tell you what to buy, but we want to let you know what's inside there. There's a character that's inside there that is extremely important to the Thrawn thing. If it was strictly Heir to the Empire, I think we would gloss over it. But since we have gotten some clues that he's doing a combination of Heir to the Empire and the Zahn Thrawn trilogy, there's new stuff. You see this in a $5 bin book, you might want to fucking pick it up, dude. You just might, even in whatever shape it is.
I would say, honestly, if you see any of these books from this miniseries in a bin for less than $5, pick them up.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like if this is going for like $10, and it is, I mean, it's gone from a $10 book down to, or $20 book, like last month, 2 months ago now, down to steadily selling for around $10. Like this book has dropped off that far. This is one where like you might just sneak a couple sub 10s just to be careful.
Besides TIE Fighter, this was probably like the most overlooked miniseries that I think they did.
Was because I don't know, one now is fucking expensive, and price for some reason still damn expensive for a dead character. But like what I'm saying is price is double and triple this. The price for those people that don't know, there's a character named Price that was in Rebels. She is dead. Okay, never going to be in Thrawn. Yeah. And that book is 3 times the. Remember boobs for those people that watched a little bit. Dom made boob comments. So did Jedi. Boobs. She got
the cover. Yeah.
But that character is less important than this character. This character and the potential of this character is 3 times cheaper than that character. By the way, if you can get in 9.8, they still are selling for $250. Also something you just might want to consider. But I want to put that book kind of a little bit on your, can I say radar? Is that a segment Pete does? Or is that a segment somebody else does? Some other show. I don't know. Oh. Radar it is. So put that radar on there. Did you say gold? No, I have news on your list. Okay. Next up, I will give you a little something next week. So we'll do one more of these next week. But I do not want you doing what we did that last time where we showed you books early and you guys all went to eBay and bought them the fuck out. Next week, we will be talking about why this book and maybe related books might be an interesting buy too, especially if you're getting it this cheap. We're not going to tell you what this is, but and by the way, I'm also going to shit all over this book next week. So if you buy them all out and you pay a ton of money,
I got them up on eBay right now.
I'm going to shit all over this book.
I got a couple runs, so just buy my
for
run
a couple bucks might not be a bad buy because they're going to pump and dump that book.
Buy those comics because they're not.
There's a potential. That's another book that has very big pump and dump potential. Just letting you know it has pump and dump potential. I'm not telling you to buy this book.
Don't.
I think this is a trash ass book.
I am
Just to
telling
reiterate.
you not to buy that book.
I think this is a trash ass book.
Even though I'm trying to sell them because I get tons
But
of
there's
options.
a very low rumbling now on why that could be a pump and dump book, and we will let you know next week why it could be a pump and dump book. Okay, maybe we should call that segment "This is Trash." Well, I don't think the first book was trash. Next week we're going to show you a book that's better than that. But
That run
book's
is
trash.
pretty trash compared to the first. The first run's fun. I actually like Crimson.
Well, you can't. I
Part one.
can't, dude. You're gonna fucking you're gonna lose your mind when I start explaining that book, the next book, 3 and 5 in that series, and how fucking terrible it is.
But I
You're
mean, I've
gonna
read
lose
them
your
all.
Yeah, no, but why?
I actually think series 1 and 3 are actually decent reads, but series 2 is just garbage. But hey, whatever.
You dig out of a log box that are priced that are in the dollar boxes. They don't. What is he
All right.
saying?
Now we got to hear from Dom. We got to hear from Dom about the short story.
No.
I didn't know what he was saying. What was he saying?
I'm
What's
gonna
Funhouse saying?
jump off real quick because I gotta go. But thanks for having me on, guys.
Yep, CJ.
There you go.
Where's he talking about? Light and Diamond in the Rough. You know.
I don't know.
Does Matt do a pump and dump segment? Good. Wonder who came up with that idea.
All right, Dom. What show your book. What are we looking at today?
Oh, we're looking at the 40 stories celebrating 40 years of Return of the Jedi. And the one story that I'm definitely was very intrigued by is a little story by the name of Reputation, and it's by Tara Sim. So basically, it's the Boba Fett story that takes place after he, after Han was given to Jabba the Hutt, and Luke and Leia and everybody. Leia is actually the slave to Jabba now, and he's there. And Luke tried rescuing Han, and all these. To make a long story short, this is taking place as everybody's on the skiff going to the Sarlacc pit, and Boba Fett is thinking, his reputation means everything to him. He's done it all. He finally he did the big job. He beat out all the bounty hunters to bring Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt. And Jabba says, you can stay here, this and that. You can be my guy, all these things. And, going through his mind, he's like just scoping out the place and looking at everybody in the inside the Jabba Hutt's inside. So he's basically looking at everybody's reaction and what's going on, the aliens laughing, all that stuff. Jabba's happy because he got his thing and all these things, and he's going back and forth and just thinking about how he got to that point. And he runs into Dangar, and Dangar's a little butthurt because Dangar wanted the bounty, this and that, and he's going on saying that basically. It took it, for being the best, it took you longer to bring Han Solo Carbonite to Jabba than it should have. And just a lot of things like he felt like all these other things that go on in his head, like that Jabba the Hutt put a bounty on his head because it took him a long time to bring the Han to him. Bib Fortuna was like, so you got him here in a little hiccup, and Boba Fett was pissed off. You put a bounty on my head. I was bringing you the stuff, and all these little things are going on, and Boba Fett's thinking about the throne, on Jabba's throne. Would it be like if he was there? And he's just like, it keeps like it's all about him like scoping out the area and then having the conversation with Dangar. Dangar telling him that eventually it goes south, and Boba Fett's like, nah, it's not going to go south. The job is done, and like looking around, and for some reason he keeps looking at Leia and all these things, and then he turns around, he looks outside. It's a short story. The story is just basically they talk about Valance, what happened to Valance, and he had a detonator that he doesn't work well with people, and they talk about Crimson Dawn that Crimson Dawn.
No, that made you happy.
That Jabba the Hutt wants Boba Fett around because he wants him to help him fight Crimson Dawn. Basically.
Can I ask you a question? Who wrote this?
What's the name? Slim. Hold on.
Terracem.
Terracem.
Okay, cool.
Terracem.
It looks like you enjoyed it, Tom.
No, I did. I actually listened to it.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, Dom, are you done?
No, I still got a couple more things. Go ahead. What do you say? Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, before you do that, hey, hold on. He's got it today. He finally did it. Did a 110-pound Leia use the Force to choke 4,000-pound Jabba with that chain?
Yes.
That's the question. We needed to get a little bit of love in here for this because this is Dom's favorite. While he's giving the review, and give it to him because he gets the one.
Ring the bell.
Yo, good job. I don't know if I can take Leia down because I can't find her anymore.
So my thing is that he, like I said, I listened to it on audio too, and John Hamm. I enjoyed John Hamm's narrating of the book of the of that story. And a lot of it's like head motion, like that Boba Fett in the helmet, the head motion, like he just like he's scoping out the area, but it seems like Boba Fett that he felt like he was used. Yeah, is that for him being the best, that he's now just a henchman to Jabba the Hutt that he don't want to double cross, and he feels like he's a trophy on Jabba the Hutt's mantle as well as Han was a trophy type of thing, and he was.
I think it's true. That's true to the Boba Fett character.
No, it is true. And the fact is that the ball is rolling in his head about these, but then I think Dangar actually said it the best, that it definitely goes south real fast. Don't think wave your victory flag that you did this. It's not over yet. Han Solo, they're still there, this and that, anything can happen. And that's why when Boba Fett's looking and he sees through the thing that Leia looks up at Luke and he gives the salute, that something was up. That's what something triggered. It was up when that and everything went south and he flew out his jetpack. It got to that point where he flew out in the jetpack. Not when he fell in the Sarlacc, but when he flew. But it thinks about it that Dangar was right. And Dangar escaped. He escaped. That's why he didn't go on the thing. He just told Boba things go south really quick. Make sure you keep an eye on that. But Boba's kind of cocky because I'm the best bounty hunter. And so
I want to hear Jedi. I have some questions for you too, but I really want to hear Jedi's questions.
Yeah, you could have listened to the. Sorry, Dom. You could have actually listened to the story. It would have been done by now.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just bringing up stories. I listened to the story.
No, but Dom is right. Everything Dom said is right. It is. This to me, this was a prequel, if you will, as to why Boba Fett emerged from the Sarlacc pit with the mindset that he did.
Yep.
That he was tired of kind of being a tool, and the whole time, like Dom was saying, that the whole time he was moving his head back and forth. For those few scenes we saw of Boba Fett in the movie, this is kind of what was going through his head. So he has all these thoughts about does he want to continue to be in this line of work? Does he want to continue to be Jabba's go-to henchman, et cetera, et cetera? There were some cool things that, like Dom said, it did have some flashbacks or some connection to War of the Bounty Hunters, the comic series, and things with Valance and things like that. So there was definitely some good stuff, and it was only like 20 minutes or something. Yeah. So, but then at the very end, I guess after all that inter-reflection, if that's the right word, Boba Fett, when he sees the shit go down with Luke in the salute, he's like, well, this is who I am, and he jumps into action, and it ends up resulting in him being
it's not going to change because
in the Sarlacc pit. So yeah, that's it wasn't. I mean, it was 20 minutes, so how bad could it
story?
be?
It was actually pretty cool.
Do we need that? I felt like this was somebody's trying to make Book of Boba Fett a little more understandable as to why Boba had that change.
That's actually the point of these certain point of view stories.
Yeah.
So
I think the thing I didn't like about it is in the story. Boba's smart in the first part. He knows the rebels are coming. He has this bet with Dengar.
Yeah, Dengar, the bet. Yep.
He knows the rebels are coming, and then he knows the rebels are coming, and he still underestimates them. Like he should not. Like that part didn't make sense.
Actually,
He knew who these rebels were. They've thwarted him time and time again with things like that.
Yep.
There's no reason for him to underestimate the rebels, given what we know and how he knew that they were coming. That did not make sense to me. The rest of it is fine.
You know what the funny thing is that Dengar really was the voice. If you think about it, the voice of reason, that it goes south real quick. But he also said you don't play good with others. That's why when Boba Fett teamed up with Fennec Shannon, goes that family having somebody with you means a lot more. So it kind of I like that connection, the way they did it. Yes, Boba Fett still underestimated the rebels and all these things. I understand that, but he finished 95% of the job. That 5% got the best of him, the rest of that job, but like I said, the voice of reason was Dengar. Him thinking about how he got to this point where, he got one of the biggest bounties of his career. If you think about it, one of the biggest bounties, Han, this and that. And he was kind of sad too. He's like, he goes, you cross Jabba, you have to pay the price. Too bad. He's a really, he's a really great.
Dobson, so this is longer
Wasn't
than
there
the fucking
something?
story.
Dom, correct me out because I may have dreamed this or something. But was there something in the book or the novel about? Did Boba Fett actually have a conversation with Jabba, like about Han, like thaw him out and kill him? And Jabba's like, nah, I kind of like the way he looks over there in torment, so I'm just going to leave him there.
Yeah.
Didn't he kind of give Jabba hey, you might want to thaw this guy out and kill him?
Because the
rebels are coming, whatever his reasoning was, and Jabba's like, I kind of like over there.
In the War of Bounty Hunters, he tried saving Han from because the carbonite was melting, and he wanted to save Han because he was going to die because his bounty's a lot more him alive. But the fact is that, it tells you Boba Fett never really had a bad heart. He's a paid bounty hunter to do what he had to do. But the fact is that he, I don't know, man.
So next week we're gonna look at the Max Rebo story. If Marco, finds his book and gets off of his boat or whatever he has to do to get to the book or whatever.
That story was
that story. You think this story's synopsis to get to like that one is so convoluted. That's gonna take 40 minutes.
I love the Max Rebo short stories, dude.
I still don't even understand what the point of that story was.
I know, it's just funny. They gave him a huge backstory, which was awesome because we didn't get to this point. But did you read the first story about the Imperial officer?
No, I've read Dexter. That one was good. I liked the Dexter one. That was my favorite of the one I've read. I've read a couple of others, but yeah, I did not read the Imperial one. Was that good?
The Imperial one, the one that was in charge of with the second Death Star, that he had a time that a certain time period that had to be done, and it wasn't going to get done in that time period, and he felt that like with the whole thing with Vader, that Vader he was thinking it's like the Emperor is going to be disappointed in you, and he's like, Vader, what about you? Are you disappointed in me? That type of thing. It felt like some kind of what?
Yeah,
kind of like
Vader doesn't. Like, Vader didn't care. Vader didn't care for the Death Star. He didn't want the Death Star at all. Actually,
he didn't care about it.
I love these stories because they're a great break. Like when I'm working and I need like a 5-minute break from work, I can just like read one of these stories and go back to work.
What the fuck is breaks at work? What the fuck is this? A union job? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I got a union job. I can breaks. I can break. I freaking do my shit.
Jenny goes on Whatnot. So like, come on.
Oh, Jedi works for the government. Jedi don't. That is a break, bro. That's a check and a break.
I take a 5-minute short story break, and then I go
Jedi works a full 7 days a week. He shows up one day at work. It counts for 7 days. I mean, I did some work for the government too. I know how it goes. A 10-hour workday is about 36 minutes of work.
I'm on those ships every day, wiping my brow, like, oh man, it's freaking hot.
Yeah. And lunch? How's lunch? You go to lunch every day, don't you?
Of course, I go to lunch. Gotta eat. You gotta maintain this. It's
an hour and 15-minute lunches, hour and a half lunches. Just take lunch all day.
Quick question: do you remember this part in the book, the Boba Fett scene?
No.
It says Boba Fett spared another glance at Leia and said, "Damn, she looked good in that bikini." You remember a simple yet cruel way, which was
I don't remember that.
a dancing green twilight.
I think Dom wrote that one in. He's writing in the margins.
Dude, I think maybe next time it'd probably be just easier if Dom read the whole fucking story at this point.
Oh, so good.
I don't know. All right, that's good. I'll
I love
try to
these
get them.
books. I mean, we're not gonna review all the stories, but I think these are great little.
Oh, I do too. I
fun
enjoy
stories
it.
to read.
They're shitter books, right?
Yeah,
Like when you're on the
exactly.
shitter, you pick it up, you read a couple stories, you put it down. I mean, it gives you a little break from the internet, anyways. You know.
They're good stuff.
Or if you work for the government, you could just read it all fucking day because you ain't doing shit anyways.
You can listen to it.
Sky.
Listen to it all day.
Listen to it. Sorry, listen to it all day. All right, here we go. We're gonna get out of here. I think we're gonna get out of here right under 3. Okay, there we go. Dude, you don't want to follow BK. That's like following fucking herpes, man. It's just a bad infection, bro. Yeah. So here we go. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna say goodbye. We got a lot of cool stuff. By the way, we are going to there's a handful. Half of us are going to fucking Baltimore next week. The other half will be running the show. So you're gonna have Matt and Kyle running this place. You're gonna have Wayseeker and Jedi running this place. You're
We're gonna do Sand Stars the whole time. It's gonna be great.
Sticks running.
Ratings are gonna be amazing.
I was told by Dom and Sticks that they are going to be on Friday, and I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna
say that Renovision dinner's on Friday, so
I'm gonna say it's not happening.
Yeah. You think people are gonna leave my dinner to go fucking hang out on your show? No offense, bro, but
Dom. Well, I have.
Yeah, Dom just said no. That was a no.
Hey, the Buffy guy here. Here's my picture of
we have a very hopefully it works out. We're gonna have a very special guest. Well, hopefully,
yeah, that'd be cool.
Hopefully, it'll pan out not to be a guest appearance, but a regular. But we are gonna have a new face on Friday, at least this Friday. We'll see.
Nice.
Just leave that little teaser out there.
Yeah, he said no to us on tax, so he's going to go over and do your show. So there you go. That's how this works.
Smart.
All right, just don't forget this PSA real quickly.
Thrawn would just be such a bad sexual lover.
All right, thank you very much for that. Let's have a good one that never gets old. Y'all have a good day. I hope your Sunday was great. Hope your Monday's better. Take it easy.